Okay, I think it should be up. Just testing to see if things are working. Let's see. Where my mod at? Where me mod? Okay. Hello. Can you hear me? Is that a no? Oh, you can hear me. Okay. You see what I got going on here? Hee hee hee. The mouth tracking, it doesn't really... I just made this, like, just now. Okay. So, I think we're good to begin the game. Let's see. Can you hear the game audio? If you see, my avatar keeps doing this claw thing, I'm turning up my, my headphones. Just waiting on the mod, man. There should be. It's really subtle. Here, let's, I'll start the game, see if we need to go to a different menu. Well, it's like a low ambient. Wait, I missed the content warning. I hope that wasn't important. Whatever horrors you may find in these dark spaces, have heart and see them through. There are no premature endings, there are no wrong decisions, there are only fresh perspectives and new beginnings. This is a love story. Okay, now there should be audio. How's the streamer to game balance? It's a little loud on my end. I'm gonna turn that down a tenth. I don't know if that'll affect the stream. Okay. You can re-enter. Hi everybody, it's me, the Vtuber, Whiskey Sandwich. Merry Christmas. And today I will be joined by a special guest. If he chooses to. Oh my god! Ah! I'm already scared.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
You also want to be in charge of reading the chat, too.
Why I can do that?
Because I have the different screen set up, but I don't want to be too distracted. Alright, so you keep an eye on the chat, and if there's any redemptions, and make sure my little avatar is still swinging around.
You're here to slay
Is that
her.
okay? Should I
If you
open this
don't, it will be the end of the
one? I
world.
got the stream going here. On this computer.
Yeah.
Or I could do, one of these guys.
I think we're all hunky-dory good to go.
Because I'm gonna get too distracted by staring at my own little VTuber gal. Okay. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world. Explore. The end of the world? What are you talking about? Explore. Have you considered that maybe the only reason she's going to end the world is because she's locked up? Explore. Killing a princess seems kind of bad though, doesn't it? Can't someone else do this? Forget this, I'm not doing this. Have you considered that maybe I'm okay with the world ending? There's a lot of options. Do I get some sort of reward for doing this? Okay, thanks for telling me what to do. Sweet, I've always wanted to off a monarch. Vive la révolution. Silently continue the cabin, turn around and leave. So the one that just jumped out of me was, have you considered that maybe the only reason she's going to end the world is because she's locked up?
While I appreciate the mental exercise, we are running up against a bit of a ticking
Do you
clock.
think we should like,
Oh, you
jump
can't
in
hear
for-
the game audio, can you? Do you want me to? I could put in a pair of headphones, I think.
It might be a good idea, just because I don't know if the audio is going to be relevant.
Yeah, it's got voice acting. Here, let's see if this doesn't fuck anything up. Take that extension off. Alright. What a mess. Alright, why don't you have fun unraveling this? Slight technical difficulties. How am I out of breath just from like standing up for a second? Why did I make such a stupid cable manager? My avatar is probably going bananas right now. If I unravel this whole thing and it doesn't work, I'm gonna kill you, Gordo.
Well, we all gotta die someday. And I do see one problem. Is me migrating over here going to make your avatar explode?
I don't think so. I mean, it's a long cord. So you can... Are you okay being hobbled there?
Okay.
Is my guy still working? I think you are fucking my dude up. Can you hear? You're not even trying?
While I was watching the stream.
Oh.
I'm trying to...
You're fucking up my guy. Go back over there.
I don't think these are working anymore.
They're not? Are you sure? Oh my gosh.
Alright, how about I just go do this? I will go, I guess, monitor things in a different location.
Or you can just get a pair of headphones and listen through your phone.
Yeah, about the mobile delay then.
You're killing me.
No, so I will go, I guess, around the station for...
Alright, fine. I have like a splitter that we can use, but I didn't set it up. Alright, well, there was that. Alright, so I guess Gordo, just let me know when you're ready to continue. So this game is called Slay the Princess. This is my first playthrough. that's about it. That's the summary. What is this cursor? Some kind of witch's claw. Oh yeah, I bet it looks, my avatar looks super weird when I take a sip of my coffee over here. I like how her hair swings. Bobbing and weaving. Do 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 do. All right.
Nevertheless, let me assure you, the princess is locked up because she's dangerous. She is not dangerous because she's locked up.
Sounds like Stolas. Oops, I'm hitting buttons. Just doing some adjustments. Who is winning? So far, not the viewers. Okay. And I'm trusting you to keep your eye on any redemptions, because I think we missed one a while back. Okay.
And before you decide to waste even more of our time by asking how I know that, let me suggest a more pragmatic lens through which to view this situation. Causality doesn't matter here, because the end result is the same no matter what led us up to this point. If the princess leaves the cabin, the world will end, and there is no changing that.
That's like that M. Night movie.
It's no use arguing semantics over a metaphorical chicken or egg, because the egg is hatched and it's about to ruin everything. Unless, of course, you do your job and slay her.
The beach that makes you old. I don't trust this narrator. Alright,
I'm talking about the end of everything as we know it. No more birds, no more trees, and perhaps most problematically of all, no more people.
That's not a problem.
You have to put an end to her. Don't linger on the specifics. You have a job to do here. Just get in there and do what needs to be done. We're all...
I don't trust this guy.
Of course I haven't. Why would I even consider that? I mean, maybe some people do, like nihilists, or very
I don't trust anyone,
evil
Hellblazer.
people, but surely you're not one of those, right?
And I heard that Toby Fox song. So no, I don't trust the princess. She might be dragon. And what's her name? Itoki Hana.
Look, you're already on the path that leads to the cabin. Why would you be here if it weren't to complete a very important task? You've made it this far, you might as well reach the end of your journey.
Yeah. Look, I'll go to use code Shiba to listen to this song with Limit. What did you link? Did you link that that Toby Fox Itoki Hana song? Please stop doing fake promo codes and stop promoting people who have no affiliation. I don't think that Toby Fox would appreciate that. Look, I'll go to the cabin and I'll talk to her, and if she's as bad as you say she is, then maybe I'll slay her. But I'm not committing to anything until I've had the chance to beat her face
Then I
to
guess
face.
we'll just have to see what happens. But a word of warning. If you go in prepared to hear her out, she could easily trap you in her web of lies. And the more you listen to her honeyed words, the harder it'll be to pull yourself out.
Women, am I right, fellas?
Then each
sorry.
and every one of us is doomed. So sure, go, talk to her. See how that turns out for all of us.
Fuck you, I will Stolas.
You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find we're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them. Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
So I'm not the hero? I'm the villain? I guess it depends on the path I take. The path I take.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
I don't trust that table. I don't trust anything going on here. I don't trust the narrator, I don't trust the princess, I don't trust the table, I don't trust the cabin. Take the blade or enter the... Oh, well. I'm gonna arm myself.
It'd be rather difficult to slay the princess and save the
shut
world
up.
without... The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor.
What a dick.
Her voice carries up.
Who's there?
She sounds dangerous. It's almost as if she... Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation.
Oh, are you now? Why don't you come down and let me take a look at you?
Okay.
Great job. You gave away the element of surprise. Good luck, hero. You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement. She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world?
Don't trust her, she's wealthy. That's a fair point.
Focus on the task at hand.
You weren't kidding when you said you were here to kill me.
I'm just here to talk.
Then why did you bring a knife with you? How about you drop it, and then we can chat?
No.
She makes a compelling point.
No.
What if we just dropped the blade
No.
and talked? Look at her. It's not like she's a threat.
She might be.
Don't you dare. It's fine. We can decide what we want to do after we talk to her. Maybe she really is a monster. But killing someone in cold blood isn't very becoming of us.
Tighten my grip.
You ignore the trembling in your hands and tighten your grip on the blade.
You poor thing. Your hands are shaking. Are you scared of me? Because you should be.
Oh, real tough talk. She's
You
just
step
trying to
forward,
be tough.
your grip on the blade tightening as you...
I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason, right? And if that knife is the only weapon you have, you'll have to get close enough to use it.
Yup.
So, you should just drop it. Best not to risk finding out what I can do.
That does not make sense.
She's unarmed. If you hesitate now, it'll be too late. End the...
Are you sure she's not armed?
I'm positive.
How do you know?
I'm not. But we'll keep our eyes peeled. If she has a weapon, she'll have to draw it before she can use it.
Hesitating? Why don't you drop the knife and the two of us can be civilized with each other?
Not dropping the blade.
Then I'm not talking to you.
Oh my god, I was literally about to say, it looks like we're at an impasse.
I guess we are.
For the love of everything, just slay her or drop the blade. Do something. You stare at the
Staring
princess,
her down, like
squinting
Tuco Salamanca.
fiercely. She squints back.
We're not in a Mexican standoff. We're in a new Mexican standoff, cause I just made a joke about Tuco Salamanca. He's crazy.
The two of you
We're
are
in a
going to do this
squinting
forever,
contest.
aren't you?
Yeah.
You'll have
We're in
to
love.
blink eventually, just...
You have too much hair to be Walter White or Jesse. I said, but in that scenario, I was Tuco, which I guess I still have too much hair. I'll have to blink eventually. Just make a choice. Oh, fine.
The blade tumbles out of your trembling hands and drops to the floor with an unceremonious clang.
Clang.
Thank you. Maybe now we can just talk.
She gonna jump scare
Against
me?
your better judgment, you step forward to speak with the "We'll be fine." I don't know what you're hoping to accomplish here, but I can assure you there's no reasoning with her. Just make sure you don't forget about the blade on the floor. You're going to...
So here we are. What an awkward start to a relationship.
A relationship? Are you coming on to me?
Don't jump to any weird conclusions. We're two people who have met each other. By definition, we have a relationship.
Let's see.
Don't just tell her that.
She knows definitions kill her.
That's cute. Do you believe that? Do you think I'm some sort of monster?
This reminds me of my art style from high school.
If I'm supposed to be capable of ending the world, then how did I wind up here, chained to a wall? Have they told you why I'm allegedly so dangerous?
That's what I intend to find out.
Ending the world seems like an awful lot for just one person to do. I wouldn't.
I believe her. She doesn't have to know how to destroy the world to be capable of doing it.
At the end of the day, whatever the two of us have going on down here is about trust.
Not really. It's about if I kill you. or
Whoever
not.
sent you to slay me claimed I was a threat to the world, but they didn't tell you why. That doesn't sound right to me. And I don't think it sounds right to you.
Well, tell
either.
me why you're
Otherwise,
not.
we'd be killing each other instead of talking.
She has a point.
No.
There's a reason I've been telling you to question the situation, and there's a reason you've listened.
So, I could tell you that I'd lead a quiet life in the woods, or that I'd open an orphanage, or that I'd do any other number of good things that I'm sure you think you want to hear. But you don't really know me, do you? What can my word possibly be worth in a situation like this?
Plot. Moving the plot.
She's right about one thing. Her word isn't worth anything.
Like I said, it's all about trust. Blind trust.
I'm just noticing that she only has one arm chained up. That's probably relevant. Yeah, that is, I think that's a solid
So do you trust
guess.
me, the prisoner, the victim,
Or speculation.
the princess clearly incapable of ending the world? Or do you trust whoever put me here?
Also, our cursor looks like it's the same as that hand. So trust me. Oh, please.
She's wrong. This isn't about trust. This is about risk. We stand to lose everything, all for the sake of one person, and a subjugating monarch, no less.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, what's your name?
She hesitates before answering.
It's probably some, like, long biblical thing.
You can address me as your
Oh,
Royal
fuck
Highness. Or Her Majesty. Any honorific should do, really.
I'm gonna call her Sir.
Again, she offers no specifics. No matter how hard you try, you'll never get a straight answer out of her.
Too long.
I guess since it's, like, the only one...
You can't. Don't.
I'm guessing you don't have the key then. I'm sure there's a key somewhere around here, and if there isn't... well, we can always put that knife to good use.
Her sharp eyes settle on the edge of the blade. She isn't suggesting what I think she's suggesting. She is. I'm sure of.
Enough talk.
Oh? Have you decided what to do with me?
You know why you're here.
Yeah.
That seems like a pretty good compromise. Leaving her alive is too risky. If you don't deal with her soon, she will find a way out.
One way or another, I'm going to find a way out of here. You can make it easier for both of us if you help.
If I
And
help,
if
you're
you
gonna murder me.
don't, I can promise that you'll come to regret that decision.
You wanna murder me?
You have to make a choice. Let's hope for all our sakes.
Alright, chat. What should I do? I kinda am curious and want to click slay the princess. I need some chat input. Chat! Okay, so we vote slay.
You charge the princess, blade in hand, but unfortunately your earlier suspicions proved correct. A blade of her own slips down her sleeve and catches you in the neck.
Knew it.
Blood sprays from the cut, your severed carotid artery painting the princess with strokes of red. You'd better finish your task quickly before...
Die? Alright, what do we think, chat? Die or finish the job? If we had more people, I'd want to do polls, but then again, this is like a point and click, choose your own adventure, so that would be a very long stream, just polling for every option. Alright, so not today. Finish the job. That's as Hellblazer say.
With the last bit of your will, you press forward, sinking the blade deep into the princess's heart.
Oh no, I'm a little bastard man.
The two of you collapse on the floor together, rapidly bleeding out.
Oh, I don't like
Somehow,
that.
I thought this would turn out a little differently. But I wonder, do you really think that
No.
this was enough to stop me?
Of course not. If I did, I wouldn't have done it.
It's like she's convinced she can't die. But you don't have time to worry over such things. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Hooray! Good ending. We got the good ending. Oh man, so is this gonna be one of those games where it's like
You're on a path in the woods.
there's a
At the end of
million?
you're here to slay her.
Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa!
If you don't, it will be the end
41
of the
months.
world.
Hellblazer. Mamma mia. Thank you. Wow, 41 months for killing a princess. Wait. Oh yeah, I'm getting a terrible sense of deja vu.
Terrible sense of death. If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's...
This whole
I
thing's
remember.
a crock of shit. She's just going to pull a knife out of nowhere and stab us again.
Stabbed to death? Well, you won't have to worry about that. The princess...
Fuck you.
That's exactly what you told us last time. When we asked you,
It
you were
changed
sure she
from
didn't
the
have a
hero
weapon on her.
to the cheated.
You said you were positive she didn't. But it turns out she did, because when we charged her, she started stabbing us.
Calm down. I assure you she has no weapons. So there's no reason to fear her. You were made for...
You know what? Should I turn around and leave or go to the cabin? I'm pissed. Turn
And
around.
away we go.
Seriously? You're just going to turn around?
Let's see. Nope.
Fine. I suppose you just quietly continue down the path away from the cabin. That's strange. It looks like this path also
Fuck.
leads to the cabin. How convenient. Everything's back on track again. Maybe the world can still be saved after all.
Turn
Really
around
keen on
again.
wasting everyone's time, aren't
Yeah.
you? It's remarkably selfish, if you ask me. I've already outlined the stakes of the situation. If you don't do your job, everyone dies. Like, dies. Forever.
BFD.
But fine, you turn around and trek back down the path you came.
Ad break. I didn't think I did that.
Wait, something isn't right. Can you still hear me? You're supposed to wind up back at the cabin again. But everything is getting fuzzy.
Spooky.
What's going on? Where
Oh,
are
I'm
we?
the hero again.
That son of a bitch flipped over the table, didn't he?
Like the upside down. Did we break the loop? I don't think so. The world around you is unwound. Its physical matter replaced by a textured nothingness. It is quiet. There is a distant rumbling, a sound of many sounds. Undulations pulse louder as something other comes. So they're gonna scare me. Feelers! Look at these feelers, these grabbers and grippers. Probe across the fabric of reality. Extremities find your consciousness and wrap themselves around it. You are no longer alone. Resistance. Fingers drag claws across the glass surface of your soul. Frustration. This vessel is full of me. I need something empty I can crawl inside of. I need something shaped like me. Embrace the thoughts constricting you. Urgency. You have a story you need to finish. It is the only way for us to escape this place. Force pushing against your will. No, you cannot go back. Not there. Regret. This world is broken beyond repair. We must weave something new. A wagging finger. There is only so much thread in this place. Do not waste it. I am our only salvation. Ah! I got an achievement.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her.
Okay, I guess I'll hit tab. It's not working. Oh. Skipping. But is it skipping though? I don't know if the chapters don't matter. I think there's a lot of fuckery in this game. It looks like it will skip when you pick a new dialogue.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely...
I'm just gonna go for it.
Her voice
Hello?
is hypnotizing. It's the kind of voice you only have to hear once to remember it for the rest of your life. Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation. You're playing a dangerous game by coming here unarmed. Good. You're still listening to reason. It would be better if you had a weapon, but you may still be able to do what needs to be done.
My weapon.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement. She's beautiful. How could someone like this be a threat to anyone?
She's a femme fatale.
I am begging you to stay focused. There's a lot riding on you here.
Hi. Do you think you can get me out of these chains?
Stab her. Alright, let's examine the chains.
You're only making this more difficult.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're making a huge mistake.
Yeah.
No,
I hear that all the
you're
time.
doing the right thing. You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug. They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
I'm guessing you don't have the key?
Maybe it's somewhere upstairs. Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day. They wouldn't have just left the key to her chains somewhere in the cabin.
I'm gonna check anyway.
Okay. I'll be here.
You attempt to make your way out of the basement, but the door at the top of the stairs... Is someone else here? You try the door.
Fucking narrator.
Your shouts and you're here to slay the princess, and you won't leave.
Fine.
You make your way to the... Easier for whom? Easier for everyone. Look at the mess you're in.
I heard the
Put
door
me
slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they?
There's a slight panic rising in the princess's voice.
If I could just get out of these chains, I know we could force our way out of here together.
She barely hesitates before raising her arm to her mouth, her teeth tearing through her limb with the determination of a trapped wolf.
Why didn't she do
As
that
she
earlier?
rips her flesh from her bone, a
Oh, 'cause
sound
she needs,
comes
like,
from
a
behind
vessel.
you, the clang of bouncing metal.
There's a thing about needing a vessel shaped like me.
It's the blade from upstairs.
Maybe she's payment.
You're not sure how it made its way down
Payman.
here, but if there's a time to strike, it's now. Or we could use it to free her. You won't like what happens if you do that.
What do you think, Hellblazer? Yeah, I'm gonna save the princess.
Fine. Against your better judgment, you place the blade against the ragged, self-inflicted wound on
Maybe
the
I should have
princess's
put, like, a
arm,
tag,
just above
like a
the
gore tag.
unyielding chain binding her to this place.
But I mean, it's also like 4:30 a.m. where we are on Christmas. But then the VOD. Maybe remind me to put like tags in the VOD.
You cut into her flesh. The blade is sharp, and it takes little effort to crack through the bone of her arm.
Yeah, ask Santa to remind me to put a gore tag in the VOD.
Her limb falls to the ground. and the heavy chains follow suit. She didn't so much as utter a sound through the whole ordeal. No,
She's
she
tough.
didn't. She smiles softly as her gaze meets yours, blood from her wounded arm dripping rhythmically to the ground. How is she still smiling after everything?
She's tough.
It's like she isn't even bothered by what just happened.
I like her.
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
No, we won't have any of that. The
You
stakes
notice
are
the
too
cursor
high.
changes,
You
like
can't
when
just
you
let
have
her
the
escape
knife?
into the world.
See?
No, I can't just let her escape into the world. As the princess approaches the bottom stair, your body steps forward and raises the blade. Wait, this isn't fair. You can't just do that. Watch me.
What are you doing?
Senpai, no!
Okay, there's no going back now. I'm with you to the end. You bring the blade down to strike at the princess's heart. But she's fast. She ducks to the floor, your blade narrowly grazing her backside. Slaying her won't be easy now that she...
We could have gotten out of here together. Were you just lying to me this whole time?
Lady, I don't know what I'm doing. Oh, one was different? There was one that said to warn her if you get... Oh, I missed it! Oh, I'm a dingus.
I don't know what's come over you, but if I have to kill you, then I'll kill you. Do you think I need both of my arms to do that?
No.
She pounces on you with the same animal ferocity she used to tear through her arm. But you have a weapon. You raise the blade, digging it under her ribs, aiming directly for the heart. It's not enough to stop her. You feel her claws in your throat, then her teeth, somehow sharp enough to pull apart your flesh and sinew with ease. You collapse to the floor, your body unresponsive as your blood pools on the ground beneath you.
What is that, spam?
She stares down at your ravaged form, eyes shining
Yeah.
in the darkness.
I think that's
Dress
spam.
stained in red as her blood
Yep.
and yours both seep into the fabric. If we're lucky, the wound you managed to inflict will be enough to at least delay her escape from this place. If we're very
Thank you,
lucky, it
Hawkmoth.
will kill her before she can reach the outside world. It can't just end like this, right? As much as I'd prefer for things to have gone differently, I can't deny the reality of what's happened. I'm sorry, but it's over. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Devavich.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin, you're here to slay her. If you don't, I can assure you that you didn't slay her and that she didn't kill you. People don't just spring back to life after dying, and the
Yeah,
two of
I
us are
did.
meeting for the very first time. If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way.
He's lying.
Brilliant. We need to keep our cards close to our chest, and I'm not sure we can trust him. You know
The
I can hear you,
opportunist.
right? It's going to be a lot harder than you think to keep secrets from me. Did I say I'm not sure we can trust him? Slip of the tongue. Bit of the old brain fog. I meant to say that we should probably head over to the cabin and slay that princess. We already know we can't trust her, so let's get on with the show.
Let's assume I'm telling the truth and all this already did already happen. Why should I listen to you? Why should I bother doing
Those are two
anything?
very different questions, but fine. I'll indulge you if that's what it takes to get you moving. Let's say for a moment that this really is the second time you've met me, or at least a version of me. You died last time, which probably only happened because you didn't listen to me. We were just weighing our options in a morally ambiguous situation. You can't blame us for weighing our options. I can if you failed to slay the princess, which you apparently did. So great. Congratulations. You've been given another chance to actually do this right.
I'll be right back. I'm grabbing a drink. Back. Okay, I'm probably gonna wrap it up fairly soon-ish. I know this is on the shorter side. How long have we been going for? I don't know. Okay, I think we're at like about an hour. Yeah, thank you. Wait, does the uptime command work? I want to see if that. I've never used that. No. Yeah. But yeah, go a little more, and then we'll continue this maybe tomorrow. This is interessant.
And I believe your other question was something along the lines of, oh, what's the point of doing anything? If you're asking that, it sounds to me like you're making the rather dangerous assumption that your actions last time around didn't have any consequences. What do you mean? Of course there weren't any consequences.
Yeah.
We were killed by the princess and now everyone's right back where they started.
Yeah.
That sounds pretty consequence-free to me.
Yeah.
Yes, but in this purely hypothetical scenario, that begs the question of how you got back here. Did time simply rewind itself, or were you instead transported to a different world entirely? If it's the latter, what do you think happened after
The
you
world
died?
ended.
Do you think the people there lived happily ever after? Or do you think that the princess, left unhindered, brought about the end to everyone and everything, just like I told you she would?
I don't believe any
That's
of
a
you.
very good point. This princess character seems like a lot of trouble, and if you think about it, actually slaying her probably breaks us out of this cycle, right? We don't want to be stuck here forever, do we? You're laying it on a little thick, aren't you? Laying it on a little thick?
Oh, so the
What are you
hero and the
talking about?
opportunist.
I'm sharing my
are
honest
different?
opinions.
Oh, I get it. It's the different, we're doing like a multiverse thing. The hero, the opportunist, the cheated. I guess they all, like, exist from the different choices we've made.
What matters is that almost everyone seems to be on the same page. So whenever you're ready, you can stop dawdling, get to the cabin, and save the world.
And maybe, like, at the end of the game, we're the narrator. Like, when you've exhausted every other option. Yeah, let's talk
Just be
about this
quick about it.
princess. Oh yeah, so like you tricked the princess and took opportunity of it, and now you are the opportunist this chapter. That makes I make a lot of sense. Thank you for noticing. I'm very wise and Yep. Okay, so just be quick about it. What do we want to know about her? Yeah.
She is just a princess. Whatever you think happened to you last time, just get it out of your head before you get to the cabin, and you'll be fine.
Yeah, who locked her in that basement?
People locked her in that basement, and
Was
I
it
told you
people?
what this place is.
If she's
It's
so
a
powerful,
path
how
in the
did just
woods.
people do it?
Don't overcomplicate things.
Yeah.
Look, I'm not supposed to say this, but
Oh, I'm special.
it's
I
because
knew it.
You're special. You're the only person capable of doing this. Call it a prophecy, if that helps.
Sounds like
But it's just the way things are.
shit.
Oh, I didn't know we were special. Of course you're special. Why else would you be here?
You're blurst.
Good point. That really explains almost everything. I'm not so sure about that.
You're conflicted.
You know, you're right. But it explains almost everything.
No. Alright, yeah, she killed me. How can I prevent
Like
that?
I said, if she killed you, it was probably because you didn't listen to me.
Fuck you.
Don't talk to her, don't trust her, just go in, do your job, and save the world.
It's not my job. Yeah, what aren't
I've
you
told you
telling me?
everything you need to know. Going into more detail would just overcomplicate an otherwise very simple situation and make your job more difficult. If you want us to stand a chance against her, we need to be armed with information. What is she really capable of? How are we supposed to stop her? Not to sound like a broken record, but the less you know about her, the better things will go for all of us. I know it sounds like I'm hiding something, but you're just going to have to take me at my word. I don't think either of you really need to press the man on this. He wants us to slay the princess, so why would he have anything to hide? He seems like a nice guy to me. I appreciate the vote of confidence, but you should really stop wasting time chatting amongst yourselves in the woods. So if we could move this along?
Fine.
Great. Now, if you don't mind, the whole world is waiting with bated breath for you to save it from...
Fine. I'll go to that
warning.
cabin.
before
What
you
was
go
that
any
noise?
further.
What was that noise? Am I missing something? Thank you for the follow, Lunar Shiro. I think that's an L, right? Lunar Shiro 77. Hello, hello, welcome. How are you this fine, Christmas day? Nice to have you here. Oh, now we're getting a warning.
She will lie,
She'll
will
lie,
cheat,
she'll
and she
cheat.
will do everything in her power to stop you from
Capital
slaying
letters
her.
are overrated.
Don't believe a word she says.
So, backseating is not just allowed, but appreciated in what was that? My screen isn't showing the thing on it. I heard another notification. Anyway, so this is a game where, yeah, I think it came out pretty recently, like, I think within this month. It's kind of like a choose your own adventure. It's a point and click, and I don't trust anybody in this game.
Don't worry, I think we've taken that lesson to heart at this point. You can trust us to get the job done.
Alright, into the cabin we go. Hands?
The interior of the cabin is a mess of twisted roots. The walls a chaotic weave of knotted wood that, almost as if by accident, just happened to resemble a room. The floor is damp and earthy, and the only furniture of note is a slab of mud in the shape of a shelf.
Oh,
with
my
a
hands! I
pristine
didn't
blade
see my
perched
avatar.
on its edge.
Yeah, I have it. I just have the game and the chat up because I know if I had my, if I could see my VTuber avatar, I'd keep getting distracted because I love how like the hair will swish. Okay, so twisted roots. A room. Oh, the table is gone. What app do I use for tracking my model? So I just put this together today. I have it written down somewhere. I used, like, I tried out a different couple things on Steam, but basically I used one program to like model and export. I used like 3 programs in total, I think, but the tracking is, and I can't remember which one, but like the tracking is pretty like built in. So you like it's really cool. You can just put on your webcam and it'll just kind of like, oh yeah, I getcha. Yeah, and I was really surprised. Like like I said, I just set this up today, so you know some of the tracking's off. Like I'm waving my hands. I don't know how well it's like working or like reacting, but whenever I'd been like messing around with this stuff before, it's pretty much just like the mouth and the head, but this one like has upper body tracking. It's just bananas to me. But yeah, so I just like messing around with just free stuff, free applications on Steam, figuring out what works, what I can understand. See, I made mine in Vroid and I use VCFace. I was asking because hand tracking and having your model semi-transparent is kind of cool. I didn't even know you could do that. Yeah, I might have it written down somewhere. I don't have it on me, but actually let me see if I can pull up my notepad without messing things up. Okay, so I think I used Vroid Studio, then VTube Editor, and then something I'd never used before called Warudo. That's WARUDO. Where that, like, you can choose the option to have the transparent, well, it'll say like transparent background, so it would come up where it would just be a black background. Yeah, Warudo. It would be a black background, but then I went into OBS. I used a window capture, I think. Let me take a look. Yeah, I think I might have used like a virtual camera capture or something. I don't remember the specifics, but so I had that up, and then I did the blending mode, and I did it screen, so it just kind of like took the black out. I've been watching a lot of Shindig streams, so I was like, you know what? I'm gonna, get back into messing around with that stuff. Obviously, I'm nowhere on that level, but I do enjoy, like, messing around with overlays and stuff like that. I'm getting sidetracked. Okay, so we got a pristine blade.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Looks interesting. I might have to mess around with Warudo. New things scare me though. Me too. Me too. And I always wind up like starting from scratch, which I guess is like, oh no, that's fine. You don't have to worry about kidnapping the stream. Like, totally cool. And I love talking about this stuff. I'm losing my train of thought though. But yeah, I wind up like starting from scratch a lot because I'll get like overlays put in together. I'll have like, alerts and stuff and like custom blah blah blah. And then like my mind will just pop and I'll get lost because I don't label anything. I don't like keep it organized. It's just one like manic rush and I'll have a really cool set up and then I'll forget everything and but yeah, the positive of that is when you're starting from scratch over and over, you get more and more used to doing that stuff. So what would be like, you having to spend hours on trying to figure out, like, you'll be able to just bada bing bada boom. Yeah. And that's what I was saying, like, my OBS is a mess as well, which is why, like, I'll start from scratch, because it's like each time it gets a little better, a little neater. And I just updated to my, my big boy rig. New things aren't that scary, except this new cabin. I think it's cozy, it's earthy. This whole cabin is different than last time. Ooh, approach the mirror. I want to do that.
You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here.
I thought it was a mirror.
What are you talking about? This isn't a
Yeah.
wall. It's a mirror. Or at least it'll be a mirror once we wipe off that layer of grime.
Uh-oh. Am I gonna... I don't think I'm gonna like what I see.
You reach forward
Ew.
and rub your hand against the cabin wall.
I'm the
Don't
dragon!
you know how ridiculous you look right now?
I'm the dragon! The only folder I have on OBS is a folder for my Fuji Reacts for when I play with other people. I don't know what that is. James, I think there's something to this. I think I'm the dragon, that's why I gotta slay her. You reach forward. What do you think? What do you think, chat? I'm not the dragon, I'm the opportunist. Okay, okay. Alright. 1, 2, or 3. First person to answer. That's the route we go. Basically, Fuji is a thing that you set your avatar on, and when you are in a Discord call with someone, they can have that avatar show on their screen as a browser source. It's cool for cloud. That's neat. Alright, so they said enter
No
the
blade.
basement. Alright,
Leaving it
Shiro.
behind didn't work out so well for us last time. It'll always be here if we need it. Sure, that was also true last time and we still died, but we
Yeah, but then
definitely
it dropped
know what we're doing
to the
this
floor.
time. The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase dug into the muddy earth below. The ceiling is thick with roots that hang like locks of tangled hair. The weak starlight from the cabin windows behind you can barely penetrate the gloom here, only illuminating the edges of an opening below. It shines in the darkness like some kind of massive maw, waiting to swallow you up
guy's so
into
dramatic.
the earth. The air smells of dirt and copper. It's thick and wet, as if your lungs are being coated in mud with each intake of breath. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor. Her voice
Okay.
skitters up from below.
Something nasty finds itself on my stairs. Come on down.
I'm not nasty.
But you are. You're a wretched little thing.
Fuck, she's right.
I recognize that voice as easily as I recognized
No.
your nervous little footsteps coming up the path. I know who you are, and I remember what you've done.
Yeah, that makes sense, Hellblazer, that her personality changes each loop. Kind of like the, the character or, characters.
See?
Yeah, because she said she
knows
remembers.
us. Is this enough for you to believe what we've been saying? Maybe, but you shouldn't let that cloud your judgment. She's just a princess. As
That's
long as
not
you
what
remember
you've
that
been
and
saying.
remain focused, slaying her will be easy. She seems friendly enough. Maybe we can talk our way out of this whole situation. You can't. Unless you slay her right away, she's going to break free and end the world. There's no reasoning with what she is.
Sound just like my mother. More like princess. Oh, very,
I'm just throwing ideas out there.
very
I like to
not
think out loud.
outdated joke.
I'm the
there,
kind of guy who
Hellblazer.
likes a discussion. Don't we want to hear what everyone has to say before making any big decisions? Do you want to hear what everyone has to say? Or do you just want to hear yourself talk?
Hey yo! Got him! It's called dark humor, fuck you.
You need to stop lingering. Your task is to slay the princess, not endlessly debate about what to do with the princess. Fine, fine. You're the boss. Thank you. You descend
She's
the
feral.
basement steps, entering the dark room below. You can just make out the shape of the princess in the gloom. She's huddled against the far wall, her eyes bright and glaring
cute.
from amid the thick roots.
And there you are, once again seeming to offer a helping hand while likely hiding the other behind your back. Fine, I'll play along for now.
I
What
do
you
have a
want?
Discord server. Hellblazer, I'm not sure if that command still works, because I moved over some stuff. Can you just post the actual Discord link? Please and thank you. Thank you. Yeah.
She's acting like she already knows you. I guess what you said back in the woods really was true. That's pretty sharp. How'd you figure that one out? Call it deductive reasoning. Well, you seem to be great at it. So, you really don't remember us, do you?
Yeah, she
No,
does.
I don't.
Oh, the narrator.
But you and the
does.
princess clearly have a shared reality, even if I'm not a part of it. I won't waste time fighting you on something that's clearly true. You fought us on it back in the woods. That was when the only perspectives we had were yours and mine. I'm just glad we could put all this behind us. Is it all behind us? Just focus on the task at hand. I don't care if you've been here before, and I don't care if you think you'll go somewhere else after this. My world is on the line right now, so I'd appreciate it if you would take this seriously and slay her. Let's chat her up a bit first. Maybe we can find a middle ground where everyone's happy. Don't talk to her. You're just going to make things more difficult than they have to be.
I think the scariest thing of this game is that with every alternate path, I think it's gonna add, like, you know how we have the hero, the opportunist, the whatever, that, you know, as we keep going through the game, it's just gonna be this committee of idiots arguing with each other. Thank you, Lunar Shiro. Have a good night. Happy holidays. Thank you for popping in. Thanks for the follow. Bye-bye.
Well, I seem to remember you having a tongue.
Let's see. I get the sense that you're not happy with
Is
me.
that a joke? Do you think a joke will charm my trust back? You'll have to try harder than that.
I'm charming. Look at those toenails. It's like mine. Yeah, that's what I want to know. Can't you get out of those on your own? Those chains didn't stop you last time. She bit through her arm.
Of course. They're nothing to me.
The princess grins as the
She didn't
chains
even
fall
have to
from her
bite through her
wrist.
arm.
She could have gotten out of those the whole time. That sneaky little... A woman after my own heart, really.
Really?
She knows how to hold her
Seriously?
cards close to her chest.
I like her.
This is why she can't just be abandoned here. If left to her own devices, she'll find a way out. Now...
Is there a romance option? There was, but you stabbed her. No! That's a part of my wooing technique. Let's see. I'll say, okay, let's leave.
Yes, let's.
She creeps forward, taking one cautious step at a time until you and she
We
are
gonna
face to
smooch?
face.
You gonna do a little smoocheroo?
She never breaks eye contact, even as the two of you find
It's
yourselves
romantic.
face to face. She's silent for a long moment, as if testing to see what you'll do now that she's within arm's reach.
After you, darling. You're the one it lets come and go. It's best if I follow.
Ah.
Oh no, we
The
can't have
narrator.
that. If anyone is going to turn their back on anyone else, she's going to turn her back on us.
Smooch the Princess was a different game on Steam. I don't think it's allowed on Twitch. Huh.
It shouldn't matter who leads and who follows. We're working together here.
I did see Leah B play a game that was kind of like, I forget what it was called. It was just like, I think it was like a platformer or something, but it was like you get as many wives as you can or something. Like, it wasn't even like an E-Bombs game. It was just one I'd never heard of. Very strange.
Well, if it doesn't matter, then she can go first. We may be in this together, but that doesn't mean we have to trust her.
Yeah, it was Counter-Strike. Yup.
Somebody has to go first, and it might as well be us. We're the ones who broke her trust last time. You're talking a lot about trusting someone who, by her very definition, cannot be trusted.
Everyone's
I don't
pointing
know
their
how many
fingers.
more warnings I have to dole out. But if you help her out of here, you're going to regret it.
You foist.
And turn my back on you? Do you think me a fool? Your tricks are one of the only things I've known, and I've learned better by now.
Well, it wasn't really clever.
Just go first.
You're the one who said you can't leave here without me, which means I hold all the cards, but either you go first. Oh.
The princess leans close, her nose twitching as she sniffs your neck inquisitorially.
Wow.
What is she doing? I think she's trying to figure out if we're lying, so it's a good
Like
thing
Tuco
we
Salamanca.
didn't lie.
I wonder if you warn her, does this turn into the same basement, but she doesn't fight you about going up the stairs? We'll have to try that next time around, because she's definitely gonna kill us.
Your stink is the stink of a wretch, but not of a liar.
Wretch.
If I have to go first, I'll go first. But I'll have you know my ears are sharp.
They
and
are,
I've got
see?
eyes on the back of my head. They'll
She
be
might mean that
watching.
literally, because her ears are literally sharp.
Eyes on the back of her head. Does she really?
Yeah, I bet she do.
No, we're fine.
She do.
The princess pointedly turns her back on you and starts up the stairs.
And see her, she's dragging. She's dragging and we're dragging. Everyone is dragging. Don't worry, princess. Don't say that. I like this game so far. My heart is
You follow close behind her, the two of you walking on tiptoes through the knotted roots of the basement
Tiptoes.
stairs.
We're almost there. You better
Oh
not
no,
try
you might be
anything.
right.
I know you're thinking it.
That's a furry tale. What am I
Us?
doing?
No, never. Just keep your eyes peeled when you get out of the basement.
See, he said
if you catch
us,
my drift.
not me. My theory confirmed.
I don't follow. Oh, you'll know it when you see it.
Uh-oh.
The princess reaches the top of the stairs and crosses over the threshold, turning back to smile at you. But something catches her eye.
Oh no.
Oh no. Oh no?
Oh no.
It's the blade, isn't it? I was going to tell you to grab it once we got upstairs.
Oh, no.
That was the whole keep your eyes peeled thing, and then you would have stabbed her in the back and we would have been winners.
We've tried it.
I wonder if perhaps you were planning to bury this in my back. What an awful little scheme that would be.
Girl,
Too
you're
bad
so
I got
paranoid.
here first, and I don't even need it.
Yeah, we know.
Bye-bye, you loathsome little nuisance.
Then she slams the door on you. Its lock swiftly clicks into place. Locked in the basement. I thought for sure
Now-
she was just going
Yeah,
to
yeah, I was gonna say, now we're the princess.
The princess cackles from the other side.
How does it feel to be locked away and forgotten by the world? Isn't it just awful?
No shit, Sherlock. Okay, what happens now? I'm stuck.
Why isn't he saying anything? I think he's gone.
Oh.
Oh, I didn't think I'd ever have to see you face to face again. Otherwise, I might have given you a little more courtesy at the top of the stairs. No hard feelings. Why is everything going away? I feel cold.
The grabbers. But you don't get the chance to respond. Something has taken her away, and it's left something else in her
She's gone.
place.
Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And there's that mirror again. Why is it here?
We
Why
are the
now?
princess now.
I'm begging you, don't do this.
Okay.
This doesn't feel right. It feels
Oh no.
different. Fine, if he thinks it's bad, I'm with him.
The voices feel small, distant, as you approach. Alright. Are we ready? Are we bracing ourselves? Silence as you reach forward. They're gone, but the mirror remains. It's time for you to see what's in it. It's you! It's me! Oh, I'm so cute. You are alone in a place that is empty. It is quiet here. Ooh, what is this going on here? You see this? I wonder if there's some kind of secret I could uncover. You are the cabin. Oh, you are at the cabin. Approach her. Yeah, it might be a secret once you explore more. Yeah, I think so. You recognize the presence inhabiting the shell. It is the entity that dwells in the spaces between.
Something returns to the long quiet. It has surrendered its path of annihilation and brings me the gift of a fragile vessel.
You're the thing that I met in the space outside the woods, aren't you? I thought it was a dream. What are you? The gift of a fragile vessel. Is this the end of the world? Destroy your body. Alright, chat. I'm gonna need your help. Should I ask questions or should I destroy my body? Alright, ask a question. Fine. Okay.
Yes, nerves and fibers to feel the worlds beyond. perspectives to make my own. This one is hope marred by bitterness and betrayal.
Nice music.
She could see the end of the tunnel, and the door was closed on her. She will make for a righteous heart. Do not mourn her. She is finally on the other side. How can the world have ended if we are talking?
Have you ever seen Evangelion? Dumbass.
You are the only thing I have ever known.
Hellblazer, that's what I was saying. You said, okay, so maybe the princess herself wasn't the world-ending threat, it was this thing getting her. Yeah, remember what I was saying about there was that dialogue about I need to find a vessel? That, you know, that I was like, okay, so this critter is, you know, if we kill the princess, it's just gonna try and jump into me. And, it's Pie Man.
The space we're in is vacant. Nothing comes here but us. Vague recollections, empty tunnels without a mouth. I am sorry if I frightened you. I am solitary lights in an empty city. What are you?
Same. Yeah, what do you think who
think
do you
that
think
you
you
are
are?
like
I
me.
am. Shit, she's got my number.
We are oceans, reduced to shallow creeks. I know only that they are. I have only just now stirred to consciousness. I could not have trapped you here, and I too yearn to be free.
I guess I should just go through all of them.
I'm sorry. There are some changes that can never be undone.
Fuck.
There are some tears that can never be unshed.
Fuck!
This is not a place that can hold a fragment of a concept. The moment she arrived here, she was going to return to me. I promise that it doesn't hurt. She is part of me, and part of me is her.
But were you always the princess, or just making her a part of yourself?
You speak in circles. Does it matter where one thing begins and another ends? Nothing, as we are, but I know that there are worlds beyond us, and that we are meant to reach them. There is no exit, but this vessel is a creature of perception. She can make you forget, if only you believe her to be able to. Bring me more perspectives, so that I may be whole, and perhaps then we will know our
Called it.
freedom.
That every time you die and you come back, you have a new perspective. The hero, the opportunist, the cheated. I love this music. This is so beautiful.
Then we will be here forever, as we are now. Unfinished, dry, hollow.
This is making me have like an existential crisis.
More than you have found, but less than there are to find. I am infinite. The rest will find their own way home.
So I'm thinking there's like a lot more game to this. This is just one of the endings.
I have
Although
not
they did
lived.
specifically say that,
I am not
you know,
afraid
there
to die.
pretty much are no endings. You know, it's kind of, it fits in with the thematics. And it's like, hey, we got the replayability. So weird. The background moves with the... I lost the option to destroy my body.
Everything. Until we meet again. You ask of things that cannot be done. To destroy is merely to reshape, to remold.
That's true about matter.
How can I know? I am flickers in something sprawling and unilluminated.
Pretentious.
If you need time, then I'll wait
Aw,
with you.
she's nice. Should I wait forever, or should I forget? Ones or twos in the chat. One. Wait forever. Alright.
You are as I am now, and forever is a long time to remain undone.
Yep.
I am not you, but I know that I would return before forever was finished. What textures will you weave for yourself to occupy forever? Will you place the images of you and I into a box for safekeeping? If you close that box, will you become another you in another world? An imaginary pattern repeating itself until it can no longer bear the weight of its hand-drawn cage?
Hand-drawn. It's a double meaning. Because hands, and because this is hand-drawn artwork.
You'll always come back to the box, because you'll always want to know what
Shut
it
up,
means
Hellraiser.
to be you. I will be here waiting by your side until you're ready to return to mine.
That's bullshit. If you're waiting eternity, you're not gonna always know what it means to be you. You is not a static thing. I'm getting existential on y'all. Uh-oh. What happened? What happened? I'm scared. What happened? What the fuck? I honestly have no idea if it was a game crash or if that was intentional because I chose to wait forever. I have no idea. Should I start it back up? Shift tab. That didn't do anything. Bring up the Steam overlay. I don't know what you're talking about. I can open the game again. I would think it'd be weird if the game just crashed. I mean, maybe I like fumbled something.
You have returned to me.
Oh shit!
Though you were gone mere moments, I never left your side.
You catching this? Evil! Everybody wants to be Doki Doki so bad.
She asks that I tell you to remember her. You won't.
Ah! Oh, that spooked me. Whew. A righteous heart
You're
bring
on
the
a
witch to
path
her.
in the woods.
Oh, gee whiz. Wow. Thank you for the gift sub, Hellblazer. Cookie Dude 420. Enjoy the sub and the emotes, the ad-free viewing. What a name. Santa Claus. Cookie Dude 420. I keep forgetting that I got the Vtuber on, so the hands are probably going crazy. What was that? What was that notification? You can't see what? The game or what the notification was? Delayed audio from... Yeah, it could be. It could be delayed audio, or it could just be, I don't even know. But I looked, and it doesn't look like we missed any redemptions or anything like that. So what should we do here? Hellblazer, it's up to you. Do we press on, or do we call it a day? Press on, okay. Unfortunately, an ad just started. Alright, so, where do you want to just start with this, the end of the world?
I'm
What are you
talking
talking
about the end of everything as we know it. No more birds, no more trees, and perhaps most...
You already said that.
Don't... Look, while I appreciate...
So I just gotta go one
Does
by
it?
one?
Are you a monarchist?
Oh, okay.
Is slaying
I
a
didn't do that
princess
one.
that much worse than slaying a fisherman or a miller or a seamstress? If anything, slaying a princess is much better than slaying a seamstress. Seamstresses contribute something of value to society.
Hey-o.
Oh, if only that were the case, but I don't make the rules. I have to say, I'm surprised at your reluctance thus far, but unfortunately for the both of us, you're the only one who can pull this off. Like I said, I don't make the rules, no matter how much I wish. Are you serious? No, you have to do it. Of course I haven't. Yes, but you'll have to slay her before you get it.
What's the reward?
It's a secret, but I think you'll like it.
Fuck you.
It's a special reward, just for you. And whatever you think it might be, I can promise you it's going to be even better than your wildest imagination.
Is it a free subscription to the Whiskey Sandwich Twitch channel? Always be bugging. A dream speedrun? That's a joke. Look, I'll go to the cabin and I'll talk to her, and if she's as bad as you say, you can't sub to your own channel, don't take the bait. My marketing strategy is fraud. You're getting me sidetracked here, Hellblazer. I have to save wait, no. I have to kill a princess. Apparently, I am the only one who can do it. But, like, 5 times or more? So, look. I'll go to the cabin, and I'll talk to her. And if she's as bad as you say, then maybe I'll slay her. But I'm not committing to anything until I've had the chance to meet her face to face. I think
I
that's
guess we'll just
dialogue
have
we
to-
already had, so does Skipperoonie. Proceed to the cabin.
The interior of the cabin is...
Alright, what are we doing here, folks? Are we taking the blade or entering? You have 30 seconds, go. When I give the chat an option to pick... Alright, 2. When I give the chat an option to pick, you get like 4 seconds. And if you don't give
door
an
to the
answer within
basement
4
creaks
seconds, I
open,
pick the worst
revealing
one.
a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the...
Okay. We did this one. She's gonna remember us. Maybe. Alright. Chat. Lay it on me. Hellblazer, you know you can come and, like, be a part of this stream. You just won't be able to hear the audio. Just by the way. Alright, so I'm just gonna say
Don't
howdy.
be a stranger. It's been so long since I've had any visitors. Please, come downstairs.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes.
Okay. Is she just gonna bite her arm again if I do that?
Oh,
She pauses,
Yeah, what's your
carefully
name?
formulating her words before she responds.
you can address me as your Royal Highness.
Oh.
Or you
Oh,
can
but
just
she's
call me
saying it
Princess
with a
if your Royal
different
Highness
demeanor.
is too formal.
That's what you were saying, Hellblazer. About how her attitude changes.
Is Princess her name or her title? What if it's both? Could you imagine being named Princess?
Like Mario. Are you coming to join the stream, Hellblazer? You're welcome either way. No, okay. So be a good little mod. I was kind of hoping you were so you could get me something to drink. Now I have to go get up. I'll be right back. I'm getting a drink. Oh yeah. Okay. So, is Princess your name? You think you're wicked smart, Batman? That's my impression of the Joker.
Like I said, you can call me Princess if you'd like. I'm sorry, I've been down here so long I guess I've just forgotten. I must have a name though. Everyone has a name.
That's suspicious.
Okay, that's weird.
Mm.
She hadn't even thought to pick a name for herself. Hopefully you're starting to see that she can't be trusted. Go back upstairs, get the blade, and slay her before it's too late.
It's not gonna work. Huh. I feel like I'm still very skeptical, and that I have learned nothing from all that I've learned.
I don't see what that has to do with anything.
This is the only time this is ever going to happen, but I agree with the princess. Okay, but actually, what has she been eating? She has to eat, right?
You know what? I'm gonna get you out of here. Don't
Only
make me
making
regret
this
it.
more difficult.
Thank you, and you won't. I promise.
You're making a huge No. You're doing the right thing. You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug. They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
I'm guessing you don't have the key?
Oh, didn't we do that already?
Maybe there's some way to break the chains? Or if that doesn't work, I guess we can always cut me out of them.
She offers the
bite.
suggestion with almost complete. If we were stuck down here long enough, I'm sure we'd be nonchalant about cutting our way out if it meant we could finally be free. You attempt to make your way out of the basement, but the door is. You make your way to the.
Oh, it just went way past that. I'm gonna save the princess. Didn't we try and slay her last time? Or did we try and save her? I don't remember.
Fine. Against your better judgment,
Oh, yeah.
you place the blade against the ragged self. No, we won't have any of that. The stakes are.
Oh, this is the... Okay, this is the one you were talking about, Hellblazer, right? That I missed? Oh, and it looks like, for this... Yeah, for this route. Because I guess it's all the same, all of this. So they blacked it out.
Stop that.
Something's come over you, hasn't it? You know you don't have to do this,
Oh,
right?
and wasn't there also dialogue about, like, warn her next time or something like that? I don't know. I just feel like I've been stuck in this loop.
Your body lunges forward, the blade held low, ready to sink into her heart. But the princess dodges, stumbling back against the wall before the blade has a chance to connect. Stop it. Stop trying to resist me. I'm trying to get you out of here alive. The blade. Move the blade. As your body remains frozen in stubborn resistance, the princess takes a cautious step forward.
We both know this isn't you.
You don't know me.
She nervously reaches towards you and takes the blade from
Dragon
your
hands.
infuriatingly rigid hands. What are you doing?
Dragon hands.
I'm sorry. I'll try to be quick.
She plunges it into your chest, tearing through flesh and sinew. It is agony. But you aren't dead yet.
Oh no, I'm so sorry.
Stay strong. We can tough it out until it's done. For her sake. For her sake? Don't you start pretending that dying a painful death is some sort of heroic gesture. The two of you have literally doomed everyone. Whatever. She sinks the blade into your chest again and again and again, and you feel every inch of burning pain that slices its way into your body.
I'm sorry.
Well, she's nice.
She doesn't know how to use a knife, does she? Apparently not, though it doesn't matter how sloppy
not
her blade
know how to
work
use a
is,
knife?
does it? A stab wound is still a stab wound, and it won't be long before you bleed out.
I'm so sorry.
I forgive you.
With one last thrust of the knife, your legs give out beneath you. You collapse to the floor
your blood pooling around you, your limbs unresponsive. The princess stares down at your ruined chest as tears carve rivulets of pink down her blood-spattered cheeks. It can't just end like this, right?
Oh, that's rich coming from you. As much as I'd prefer for things to have gone differently, I can't deny the reality of what's happened. The two of you made your choice. It's over. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Oh, chapter 2.
You're on a path
New
in the
stuff.
woods,
Oh wait, no, it's not new.
and at the end of that path is a
Wait,
cabin.
it is new.
And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her.
Well, I've done a couple of these before. Alright. Oh, you bastard. You're in for it now. I'm wise to your tricks.
If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way.
Yes, he didn't approve of us last time,
The
did he?
smitten!
If we're
I
going
told
to
you it was
save
a
our
romance
beloved,
game.
We'll have to be sneaky about it.
Our beloved?
Yes, you'll have to be very sneaky about your intentions if you're going to try and save the prince. Ah, so all of the cards are on the table. Then you should know that we and the princess are in love, and the four of us will be foiling any and all assassination attempts you've got in the works.
You know who the smitten sounds like? Jackie Daytona, human bartender. Laszlo! That was Laszlo's human persona, right? Jackie Daytona from What We Do in the Shadows, the TV show. Okay, thank you for confirming.
We'll see about that. Whatever you do, just be
Normal
sure to
human
ignore
now.
him specifically. Sounds like he's the sort who'd sacrifice the whole world for a peck on the cheek. What can I say? A world without love is a world that isn't worth saving.
My good lady wife, Nadja.
Those are two very different questions, but fine, I'll indulge you if that's what it takes to get you Let's say for a moment that this really is the second time you've met me, or at least a version of me.
More than two.
You died last time, which probably only happened because you didn't listen to me. You
Or
were the
'cause
one who
I
did us in, villain.
Yeah, villain.
Well, not you in the literal sense, but you did everything you could to stop us from rescuing her. Oh, I wonder why. Maybe it's because the entire world was at stake. No lone princess is worth that price.
I beg to differ.
I beg to...
Oh, shit!
I'm not going to argue with you. I'm just going to take a deep breath and assume that whoever is making the decisions here has the common sense to ignore your protestations. Anyway, I believe your second question was, what's the point of doing anything? If you're asking that, it sounds to me like you're making the rather dangerous assumption that your actions last time around didn't have any consequences.
He's got jokes. He thinks he's funny.
What do you mean? Of course there weren't any consequences. You forced the princess to kill us, and now everyone's right back where they started. That sounds pretty consequence-free to me. Yes, but in this purely hypothetical scenario, that begs the question of how you got back here. Did time simply rewind itself? Or if it's the latter, what do you think happened? Do you think the people there lived happily ever after? Or do you think that the prince... She would never. She's a perfect angel that you cruelly imprisoned as part of some convoluted, dastardly scheme. Convoluted?
I'd like to
don't
think
know
that
how this
she
premise
is
could be any
evil,
more
but
simple.
she's still a good
Princess
person.
bad, stop her, save everyone.
Yeah, let's talk
Just be
about
quick
it.
about it.
The only reason she was even able to kill me last time was because I let her. She could barely hold a knife. How is she supposed to end the world?
She just
can.
I don't even know what kind of accent.
Believe me, I wish I could tell you more, but you'll just have to trust that what I'm saying is true, and that, despite it all,
I don't
you're
trust
fully
you
up
at
to the
all.
task that's been given to you. Maybe
I'm
it's
not.
her beauty that threatens the world.
Yeah.
Sure, it's her beauty. Why not?
Powerful
Before
women
you ask,
scare
no, we
people.
can't just keep her down there. If you don't slay her, she's going to find a way out. It's unfortunate, I know, but it's just the way it is.
I think I already asked
People
this.
locked her in that basement, and I
Yeah,
told you
fuck
what this
you,
place is.
you lie
It's
guy. She's the princess of girl bosses. No, I like her. She doesn't gatekeep or gaslight. Well, maybe the demon does.
Great. Now, if you don't mind, the whole world... That's right, you can't stop all of us. We're going to sweep her off her feet if it's the last thing anyone does. Are these really the sorts of people you'd like to align yourself with? You're not at the cabin yet. You still have plenty of time to reflect on the situation. I just hope for all our sakes that you make the right call.
I will not. I'm tempted to try this again, but I think it's just gonna be the same loop-de-loop.
A warning before you go. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe. We already told you we're not playing along with your little game. It's your lies that can't be trusted. Her beauty is the only
Alright,
thing
laying
in the
it on
world
a little
we
thick
can
here,
believe
buddy.
in. I think we've already been over this. I'm pretty sure he just likes the sound of his own voice. I do, but I also speak from the heart. My passions are too great to be stifled. They must be expressed.
Is he talking about his wiener?
Sure, yeah, your passions are strong and all, but not everyone needs to hear them. Some things are better kept quiet. Don't pay their bickering any mind. Focus on the task ahead. The interior of the cabin is clean and elegant, its stone walls draped in fine-threaded tapestries, a prison befitting a royal prisoner. The only furniture of note is an ornate wooden table with a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement.
Yeah, you didn't say anything about the mirror
That's
on the
because
wall.
there isn't a mirror. There's a table, the blade sitting on the table, and the door to the base. There's definitely a mirror.
Yeah.
There isn't.
Fuck you.
I'm sure the princess would tell us there was a mirror if she were up here. In which case she'd be lying to you because, again, there isn't a mirror. Exactly. Why would I lie about something so meaningless? What good would a mirror even do? Let you waste time preening yourself instead of doing what needs to be done.
I'm gonna approach that mirror.
You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see. This really isn't funny.
Wipe it.
You reach forward and
Drag
rub your
your
hand
hand.
against the cabin wall. But it was there a second ago. And now it's gone. Pity. We could have a feather out of place and now we'll never know. We can't gallantly sweep her off her feet if we have a feather out of place.
The spitting reminds me so much of Laszlo.
Very different. Is it? I can't say I was paying much attention to the scenery last time around. Maybe that's because you haven't actually been.
Yeah, that's what I was
hope
gonna
this
say.
means you'll finally drop that ridiculous past life nonsense. You haven't died, and you
Oh, shut
certainly
up.
haven't been killed by the princess.
Not yet.
So focus
buddy.
up. Stop letting yourself get distracted.
Nope. I'm gonna take the blade this time.
You take the blade from the table. I suppose if we're to play the role of dashing knight, we need an equally dashing sword. That hopefully it doesn't put her on edge, and hopefully it doesn't get turned on us. Again, there's no use arguing over motivations right now. It's good that you took the
Shut up.
blade.
So I can stab the narrator.
The door to the basement creaks open, but it's still a stone basement. A soft voice can...
Hello? Is someone there?
Her voice. It's somehow even more beautiful than last time.
This dude
I
needs
can
to
hear
chill.
wedding bells already. I've held my tongue till now, but you're taking this a little too far. We barely even know the princess. We can still do right by her without all this over-the-top fawning.
I don't think that's love, Hellblazer. That's infatuation. Like the hero said, he doesn't
Yes,
even know
for
her.
everyone's sake, you're not in love.
Yeah. Wait.
Just remember,
It's the narrator. I
that
don't
her
like him.
charms are all part of the manipulation.
Sexist.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall. My love, we're here to rescue you from your unjust and foul imprisonment. You know she can't hear you, right? She may not be able to hear my words, but surely she can hear my spirit. Oh, your spirit's plenty loud, all right.
Talking about his wiener.
It's you, my dashing hero. I was so worried you wouldn't come back.
Did you hear that? She said we're dashing. And she called us a hero.
Oh.
Flattery really goes a long way with the two of you, doesn't it?
She's in love. Maybe. We'll find
Waiting
out.
for you to come back. I didn't want to believe your ravings back in the woods, but this is
Could
next
just
to
be,
incontrovertible evidence.
Gratitude.
You've been here before.
Hellblazer, are you one of those people who thinks that, like, a bartender is flirting with you? Someone's
That's
nice
right,
to you,
villain.
they're like, oh yeah,
killed
she's in
us.
love.
Well, she killed us. Only because he made us try and kill her. It was self-defense. Our beloved's hands remain unstained by cruelty. And you've died before. So an entire world has been damned to oblivion. I'd really hoped I'd be the first, but what's done is done. What matters is you have a chance to do it right this time. Now, hold on. If she actually ended a world, are you sure we want to do this? Are you sure we want to rescue her?
What do you think? Should I say this one? Because that wasn't last time, technically. That was, like, the second time. I'll ask this one.
You died, and now we're talking.
Thanks.
I'm sorry. Didn't you want me to?
Hey.
Did we? We warned her of the cruel forces seizing our body. That's practically telling her to kill us. She is our beloved, and she made the choice to free us of our misery, to show us mercy and make the best decision for everyone.
Real, glass
She
half
made
full.
the best decision for her. Don't be so quick to assign kindness. You're just opening yourself up to manipulation.
I don't know. Was I supposed to have ended the world? Would that have made you happy?
Okay.
Isn't that just like our darling princess? She wants to make us happy.
She about to
My
call us
heart melts
senpai.
further
Come on.
with every word that passes through her beautiful lips. Are you listening to her? That's a confession. At least you're being honest. I can't believe that the fate of the entire world has been left in the hands of a nihilist.
Like Cyrus from Pokemon.
The princess shifts in uncomfortable confusion.
Me too. I don't care.
She wasn't confused for long.
If she doesn't care, then clearly she didn't end the world.
Nah, I think
It
she's
would take
just
a
saying
great
that 'cause
desire
she's
for
scared.
evil to do something so inconceivable, and our dearest has not an ounce of cruelty within her. All is well, and it's high time we rescued our beloved.
I'm okay with whatever you come up with. You can cut my arm off again.
Hey, you were the one who started chewing through it, buddy.
We won't be laying a finger on her perfect wrists, and indeed, we won't even have to. Do you see how dainty her hands are? We'll be able to slip her right out with no harm done.
Well, that was confirmed in one of the
What?
plays.
No, she's a prisoner here. You can't just
She'd
slip
done it
her
before,
hand
we
through the
synced it.
chains. Why are you two arguing over the logistics of slipping her hand out of her shackles? She just said she'd be okay with any idea we came up with. Am I the only one here who thinks that's weird?
She didn't care last time. Why should she care this time? That's our stoic, smiling angel.
No, you're right. It's extremely bizarre behaviour and further evidence that she's a monster who's not to be trusted. So go ahead and slay her.
This dude really hates, like, neurodivergent people.
If another version of me was pushed to such drastic action, it was for good reason.
That's okay. You were just doing your best, and that's all that matters.
She took that in stride. To a
I don't
surprising
trust her now.
extent. An almost unsettling extent,
Yeah,
actually.
that's the demon
That's
talking.
because she's perfect.
Do you think she has someone like him telling her what
Yep.
to do? She doesn't. There's no one else like me.
I think he's right, because I like it better if she doesn't have some horrid little voice like him, always trying to drive her to violence.
Alright, chat. 1 or 2. He's not like other narrators. Alright. Chat has spoken.
No. I can't let you
Oh,
do that.
no,
If you take another
now it's
step
this
towards
one.
the princess, I'll...
You'll what? Take over our body and force us to try and kill?
Yes.
Not on my watch, villain.
Oh, but
My
now we have the
passions
Smith.
contain titanic depths, and if you try anything that might harm our dearest, I will end our life without a second thought.
You wouldn't.
I would.
I'd listen to him if I were you. He has a lot of strong feelings. And doesn't the world end if we don't stop her? You approach the princess and gingerly slide her hand from her bindings. That shouldn't have worked. I'll be damned. We're doomed. I can't believe it. But I guess I have to.
I told you, there's no life more worth living than that of a true believer.
Shut up.
I'm free, and you're not trying to kill me this time. Thank you. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
The princess jumps up and
gonna
smothers you in a
kill
joyful
us.
embrace. Are you sure you want to do this? Just one slip of the wrist and your pristine blade is buried in her back, and everyone out there is saved.
Hello, sweet lavender pie. We should start trying to kill. We actually have been trying to kill her. It didn't go so well, but we've been trying out a lot of options here. Welcome to the chat. Good to see you. Good to see you.
Is that a threat?
It's not a threat.
You know what we'll do if you try it.
Sweet lavender. We might.
You're going to regret this.
No, the stream title is wrong. This game is actually Fall in Love with the Princess. We are doing the right thing.
What do we do now?
Okay, what do we do now, chat? What do you want to do? I feel like if I say this, she's gonna be like, murder you. Have you actually played this game, Lavender? Okay. So, are you trying to lead us to a bad ending? Oh, that's awesome. So Lavender votes for what do you want to do?
Let me
We'll go with
guess.
that.
End the world? Spoken with the rank cynicism of someone who has never felt love in his heart.
I don't actually know. Nobody's ever asked me what I wanted before.
Oh, thank you, Lavender.
She doesn't even know what she wants. You may have had her all wrong. What if this whole thing is just a misunderstanding? What if she doesn't want to end the world? You're so gullible. Is the only thing you've ever doubted the actual truth?
What is that you just posted, Hellblazer? I can't even see.
I think I want to leave. And I think...
The princess closes her eyes in deep reflection, and then she shrugs.
I don't know. What do you want to do?
A guy raising a mug? Oh, it's a little knight with a flagon. Flagoon of ale. Well, I'll raise you one. Where are my emotes? I'm gonna give you a little cat with a skateboard. Which is an emote you can get when you follow the old whiskey sandwich. Oh, and that's another one. Okay. What are you voting for here, Lavender? Let's see. I want you to tell me what you want. There must be something that you want. Do you want to end the world? I want you to tell me what you want to do. This one, right?
I just want to make you happy.
She
This
can't
music.
just want to make us happy.
This music is
Makes sense to
scaring me.
That's all I want for her, so of course she'd want the same for us.
Serious question? Oh, were you saying that it was a serious question you were... Oh, are you up for an emotionally draining experience? Sure. I can't guarantee I won't cry. Lavender's just coming into my chat, making me cry. No, if you wanna, I heard a notification. Thank you for the follow. Everyone who follows gets a little custom song. Thank you for the follow, Lavender. There must be something you
I just want to make you happy.
Is she broken? What's going on? What's going on is she's lying to you, only she isn't a good liar. Are you starting to trust me now?
Is this the one you're talking about, Lavender? Something isn't right here? Or... what would make you happy?
I just want to make you happy.
Uh-oh, it's devolving.
This isn't right. I don't know what's going on, but this isn't right. I fail to see the problem here. She's just sweet on us. You don't have to act like it's a big deal.
Top one. Okay, clearly something is happening here, and I'm very scared. What if we just don't do anything? What if we just stay here? Nobody gets hurt, and we just figure out a way to be happy together.
Oh, is that really what you want? If you think that would make you happy, then...
Her eyes dart uncomfortably to the corners of the room.
I guess we could do that.
Oh, at least she's normal again. Normal again? Can't you tell she's sad? She's distraught. This is unacceptable.
I'm not gonna influence the rest of this run because I don't think the run should be disrupted. It's supposed to be personal. Okay. Because, like, a lot of the choices, like, I would make, like, ones that were more, like, personal, and then there would be ones where it's like, alright, I just kind of want to see what's gonna happen. So, I'll trust you that you're leading us down an interesting route. Yeah, thank you.
But she can't be unhappy about staying with us. Can she?
The pristine cut. Is that like a extended version?
No. It has to be him. It has to be this
is.
place. If we just made these walls more fitting for a princess, if we just say the right things, if we just showed her the contents of our heart, she'd be happy here. As the voice thinks its thought, your hands raise, fingers pointing towards your chest, and then... What? No, you absolutely do not do that. Oh, but I do. What? What is he doing?
Uh-oh.
We can't... Are you sure you want to know? I suppose I can't stall forever. You plunge your nails into your chest, digging deep, grasping for a handhold. And you find it, your fingers curling around your ribs.
When we had that one ending where it's like all the grippers grabbing her and like, you know, that ethereal celestial being talking to us, there was one of the options that was destroy your body, and I was thinking of clicking that one, but Hellblazer said nope.
Oh no, what are you doing? Are you okay? You can't do that and be okay.
Watch me.
Time out. He should not be allowed to do that. He's not the decider. And yet, it's done, isn't it? It will be soon. You yank violently, your bones cracking with wet pops as you pull yourself apart inch by painful inch. Your exposed heart, framed by jagged ribs, thumps rhythmically in your raw, bloodied chest. The loosened, threads of your body unfurling to cover the surface of the room.
Oh, and I remember there was something in that one ending where they were saying something about not enough thread.
Don't mind my sacrifice. It's a fair price to pay to give her everything she doesn't know she wants.
Oh, I see. You're trying to tell me something. It's beautiful.
The princess, mesmerized, reaches towards your beating heart, and then everything goes dark and we die? Yes. You're on a path in the woods. Mate, we're clearly already in the cabin. Excuse me? You're clearly... Oh. Huh. So you are.
It looks like a castle.
How
Oh, here's the mirror.
I didn't get to the cabin part of my opening monologue yet. We've been here before.
Mirror.
Well, not here, but I'm sure you know what I'm talking about. You knew about the loop-in last time. Not that he was eager to divulge that.
Oh, the paranoid.
Here's the new guy. Welcome! I can't say I'm happy to be here.
That's
This
me
is a
this
bad
whole
place.
game.
All stale and wrong. Can't you feel it? Okay, yes, I get it. You've been here before. That's terrible. You know that, right? Because the only reason you would have been here before is if you failed in whatever world you'd come from. meaning you doomed an entire other reality. But I'm sure since you're so well-travelled, you know that, yes?
We know that you keep telling us that, but we've never seen a world end. As far as I'm concerned, that whole conversation is just noise. And I'm stuck on a better question. Where's the other one?
The other one?
Yeah, a certain lovesick fool has been suspiciously quiet. One might even say, absent.
Oh, you're right. It's a little quiet here, isn't it? Maybe that's one of the rules. Maybe only one bonus voice is allowed to be here at a time.
Bonus voice? I'm just as important as you are.
I'm not saying it's a bad thing. All I'm saying is that it's my third time here and it's your first. You're not unwelcome, but from my perspective, you're definitely bonus.
I'm going to describe the room now. The interior of the cabin is vast and regal. High arched windows line the walls, their multicoloured glass casting kaleidoscopic patterns across the stone floor. An iron chandelier hangs from the vaulted ceiling, its many candles lit with flickering light, vaguely illuminating the massive room. This is a house fit for royalty. Before you, there isn't a blade, is there? That's not good.
Okay, so our options are, does it matter if the blade's here? We didn't use it last time, and the time before that she used it to kill us. So none of you are going to talk about the mirror, approach the mirror, turn around. Alright.
Oh, I see it. I've just been preoccupied with everything else going on, like the fact that we can rip our own heart out without deciding that's what we're going to do. Is that what happened to you last time? How did that even work? You better not do it again.
Lucky for you, the one who did it is the one who's gone. Wonderful. Moving on, I have no idea what you're talking about. There is no mirror. There's only the stained glass windows, the empty table where your blade should be, and the door to the basement. You said that last time too, but that hasn't stopped it from showing up again.
Or moving.
Mirror or no mirror, the door to the basement, your only way forward, is just on the other side of the room. How about you walk over there?
This is tough.
You cross the room, stopping just in front of the door to the basement. What is this about that supposed mirror? Just reach forward and fumble around a bit. I'm sure you'll find the handle. Well, shall we have a look at ourselves? Maybe it won't go away this time.
You reach forward, your hand instinctively wrapping around the handle.
Figures. And then you push the door open. Marvellous.
It would seem that the stairs to the basement don't lead to a basement at all. Rather, they go up. They're draped in fine carpet too, one that feels pleasantly soft against your feet.
If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably... no, that doesn't work here at all. This place is nice. It's fancy, even. I have to say, whatever you did in your previous lives, I deeply dislike how much it's thrown me off my rhythm. Well, if all of this has thrown you off your rhythm so much, then maybe we don't have to slay the princess.
No, you absolutely do. Just because she lives in a nice house doesn't mean she doesn't pose a direct threat to all of reality.
Fair.
It's in her very nature. Am I the only one who remembers how much she changed last time? Does she even have a nature?
That is precisely why she poses a threat. I don't know, she got weird for a second, yeah, but she didn't change.
We have to move on.
This is a wildly dangerous line of reasoning. No,
What, critical
you
thinking?
can't just say that and not...
Her voice, gentle and warm, with an undercurrent of fatigue, rolls down the stairs.
You're home. Dinner's ready.
As much as I desperately want to know what happened last time, we are not going to examine it. The more we think, the worse this gets. Why are you so on edge? This is much nicer than what we're used to. I'd like to have dinner. Dinner sounds nice. That is the problem. This isn't supposed to be nice, and she's supposed to be a prisoner. I need to stop talking. I need to stop talking. Just go upstairs, okay? And don't eat the food. This hall, like the one below, is grand and beautiful. Torches bathe the room in warm, comforting light, just enough to illuminate the tapestries along every wall, woven with scenes of chivalry and courtship and romance. The many cloth eyes are fixed on each other, gazes averted from the long table in the centre of the room, the princess seated at its far end. Your pristine blade glints in the weak torchlight, hanging from a golden chain around the princess's neck. So that's where it is! And the tip is already pointed right at her heart. Okay, everything is falling back into place. All you have to do is cross the room, push down a little, and the entire world is saved. That's easy. Isn't that suspiciously easy? There has to be a twist. There has to be something waiting for us. You saw what happened to her last time. She's not what she seems.
You're here. Now we can start being happy together. Why don't you sit down? Wouldn't that be nice?
As the words leave her mouth, the torches flare and a chair swings in from behind, knocking your legs out from under you. You're forcibly seated at the head of the table.
Isn't that better? It is better, right?
Now I'm real skeptical of every answer.
It's our happy ending, just like you asked for.
Bullshit.
It's everything we're supposed to have ever wanted. Oh, right, dinner. I totally forgotten about it.
The flames burn bright and a shadow dives across the table. In its wake, it leaves a feast.
Hellblazer, I think you mean Princess Hime. Or Hime-sama. Yeah, Hime-sama.
Go ahead and dig in. I'm sure you're hungry.
Remember what I said. Oh, but it looks so amazing, and after everything we've been through, we could really use a break. Are you sure we need to be so concerned? I'm not sure about anything, and that's the problem. For what it's worth, I generally don't think one should trust strange food that magically appears on a table. But nothing here is exactly what I expected it to be, so make of that what you will.
I don't know what to do, especially after playing Undertale. Like, I'm so on edge. If I eat, I'm gonna die. If I refuse the hospitality, I'll get a bad end. Okay, yes, please, Lavender. Okay, eat.
You begin to feast.
It's
The
okay to
princess
break the
follows
rule
suit,
if it,
a
like,
soft smile never fading.
you know, it, like, to steer to the more interesting ending. Like, as opposed to just the bang, 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 game over, you know?
The food is more exquisite than you ever could have imagined. You sample countless otherworldly dishes, sauces
Oh,
and
this is
bread
good.
and hearty stews whose tastes dance across your tongue.
Oh, yeah.
You tear at hunks of meat practically melting from the bone, juicy and tender and bursting with flavors you could scarcely begin to describe. Your cup fills itself again and again with a flowery nectar so sweet it tastes like glimmering jewels.
The only reason I'm okay with breaking my rules, it doesn't affect the ending. If you say no, the game just moves on to them. Okay, yeah, no, like, I'm, like I said, backseating is okay and welcome, but I get what you're saying. But yeah, like, if you want to give like a, you know, a little nudge to get more like you know, more content out of the game, and maybe like nudge me towards something a little more interesting, because I'm definitely gonna be playing this game, you know, a lot, like maybe not necessarily on stream, like, because I'm one of those people who likes to like beat the hell out of a game, you know, get every kind of dialogue and ending, but to get, you know, to be steered towards some tasty food, I agree with that.
This really is perfect, isn't it? It is the best meal you've ever had. But then it's over, and you're just as hungry as when you began.
That is relatable.
Wasn't that perfect? We should do it again.
The shadow washes across the table, clearing and replating. The feast is once again laid before you. The food is good. Again. You tear into golden crispy flesh, dab at the slurry of aromatic sauces on your plate with thick-crusted bread, sip your goblet of sparkling gems. But you have done this already. And then it's over. And you're just as hungry as when you began.
You're still hungry too, right? I know this wasn't as good as it was last time, but we just have to do it again. That's all. It'll be perfect if we just do it again.
So the shadow sweeps over the table, clearing the old and laying out the new. And so you do it again.
I swear, I feel like this game is gonna make me have an
The meat
existential
is
crisis.
fine, the bread is fine. You sample the side dishes and they're fine too.
But it doesn't
You
take
finish your
much
goblet,
to
the liquid
make me have a
within no
crisis.
longer glimmering on your palate, instead leaving your mouth coated in a tacky film. You put it down and it fills again. You do not drink more. So we had a mediocre meal. It's not a big deal. That's the trap. It wasn't mediocre at first. It's trending down. We're just getting a little sick of it. So what? We just have to try something new. I'm sure we won't be stuck eating the same meal forever. Regardless of quality, it's over
Oh no,
again.
I think I'm
and
piecing
you're
things together.
just as hungry as when you began. Again.
No, something was wrong that time. But maybe I was just tasting it wrong. It looks just as good as it did the first time. It shouldn't taste like this.
Again, the shadow replaces your feast. And again you eat. The meat is greasy. The bread is tough, its crust hurting your jaw as you chew. The grey vegetables are barely worth the effort of picking through. You don't even touch the goblet, its sickly sweet aroma utterly unappealing. I'm so tired of eating. At least you still have the memory of how good it was the first time, right?
Oh, I snoozed at Hellblazer.
I'm so tired of this.
As the words leave her mouth, one of the torches on the wall sputters and then goes out entirely.
What just happened? Did I do something wrong?
A light went out. Maybe a coincidence, but maybe not. As if in response to the dousing of their brother, the other three torches blaze brighter, their flames licking at the walls. Their shadows deepen, dancing angrily across the stone.
I'm running to the kitchen to get a drink. I swear to God, I'll be back in like 2 seconds. Ah! I'm here. I'm here. I'm here. I'm here. Okay, I'm back. Thank you for waiting. Oh boy. I'm gonna say, I don't think you did anything wrong. I think you just said something you wanted to say.
But it was wrong. I took away a piece of our light. I'm not supposed to do that. I don't want him to be upset with me.
My avatar hands are probably gonna be continuing to go crazy because I'm sipping a drink. Oh yeah, Lavender redeemed nothing. Enjoy your redemption. It is exactly what it means.
It's the voice that whispers sweet nothings in my ear. I think he made this place for us.
It all makes sense now. It's him, isn't it? He's making all this happen. He's the one who trapped us here. Who? The lovesick one. The one from last time. He's not gone. He's just with her now. He's the shadow.
Smitten?
The torches flare and the shadow grows for a moment, but you don't receive a response.
No, I saw him smile. That's him.
Did he?
Regardless, it would seem that he, if there is a he, isn't something you can talk to.
He says his words are just for me, but he wants me to ask. Isn't this enough? Isn't this what you wanted him to do? He says he's tired. I don't think he'll answer anything else you have to say. I don't know. Maybe we could play a game. Yeah, that's exactly what we should do.
Minecraft.
The flames roar and the shadow comes dancing across the table. It leaves behind an intricate game, its pieces elegant and beautiful in
Warhammer.
enticing, its simple rules already apparent, even with little explanation.
We can probably work together to figure this out as we go. That sounds like a lot of fun, right?
Yet another waste of time. Why all the distractions? What are we being distracted from? That's the real game. I feel like I'm 2 steps behind.
You're overthinking it, mate. I feel like this is just something to do. We might as well try to have some fun.
Hello, Surge. Hello, Surge. Welcome to chat. Describing Warhammer as simple in any way seems like a blatant lie. Well, I would say that because they said the intricate pieces. I actually built my first Warhammer guy ever today. Just wait for
You and the
what?
princess do indeed figure it out as you go. And what a game it is. The tension between turns, the triumphant highs of moves well placed, and the tragic lows of miscalculations and careless plays. The warmth of trust and the cool texture of deception. And then, the climax, as she places her final piece.
Oh, that That comment makes me nervous, and I know that, like, an ad, like, I think I might have one more snooze option left, but I am so getting the feeling that right as the climax hits... Climax... a fucking ad's gonna roll. Hawkbot, see if you can, like, warn me, and, you know, snooze it if you can. And if we need to take, like, a 30-second break or something.
Oh, I think we got the rules wrong.
Or you can subscribe. Thank you, Hellblazer.
And so you start over.
Oh, just like this game.
Time passes. You play the game. You win.
Not like this game.
Hey! Will you look at that?
Oh, you won. I guess we can play again.
Time passes. You play the game. She wins.
So meta.
Oh, I won. I guess we can play again.
There is a long pause, and the board does not reset.
Oh, this is the Cones of Dunshire from Parks and Rec.
This isn't fun anymore, is it?
It's never going to stay fun. You don't need me to tell you that it isn't. The princess visibly panics as another torch sputters.
Wait. Maybe this is just too easy. Maybe if we added more rules and pieces, it would be fun again.
Yeah. The game's just a little simple. We can make it funny. The shadow descends on the board once again. More pieces are added, their shapes more intricate, their purposes less immediately clear, and the two of you set about discovering the complexities of the game anew. And so you do.
Now
It
it's
is fun
Warhammer.
again. In fact, it's almost as fun as the first time you played, and the sputtering torch roars back to life. But then you get used to the additions, and the feeling starts to fade. A creeping
think I'm picking
numbness
up what they're
settling
putting
in
down.
over the board. More pieces are added. The feelings flare. The feelings fade. The princess suggests new rules. A glimmer of what could have been excitement flits through your mind, quickly vanishing as the game progresses. Your pieces advance in an ever-increasing slog to their destination. Winning and losing become nothing but ends. And even the end becomes nothing as you roll over into a new game, the board resetting as many times as you can finish. Till finally...
I'm out of ideas. I'm actually out of ideas this time. I don't think I can play anymore.
As the words leave the princess's mouth, another torch goes out. Again, the remaining flames burn brighter, and the shadow dances faster.
I'm happy. I promise. We're both so
Thank you,
so
Hellblazer.
happy here. You don't have to be upset.
This is... awful. I think we all know that we're not happy. We just have to admit it to ourselves. The princess starts to hyperventilate, her quick breaths punctuating the uncomfortable silence between you.
Yes! Why wouldn't I be? Let's not talk about it.
We need the truth. You need to tell me how you really feel.
I don't feel anything.
The third torch sputters out. The princess's shadow dances furiously against the far wall.
There's just one left. What's going to happen when it goes out?
When the light goes out, it's baby making time. I get the feeling though that that won't save their marriage. Don't worry about what's going to happen. If you could do anything in the world, what would it be? What would you choose?
I think I'd like to dance under the stars.
That sounds lovely.
But there aren't any stars here. I'd have to leave.
As she says that, the shadow rushes forward and tightens its grip on her wrists.
I'm not happy here. I don't think I ever was.
The princess sobs, burying her face in her hands as the final torch blows out.
You can open your eyes. I'm still here, you know.
She raises her head, mascara trailing down her cheeks.
So you are. It's dark in here, isn't it?
The princess's eyes dart to the floor.
Well, we can't sit here forever. That part of us is over.
The princess pushes herself from her chair, and you instinctively do the same, waiting by the top of the stairs as she quietly crosses the room.
Do you still care about me?
If you choose slay the princess in this ending, you are an actual monster. I could see choosing it just out of curiosity or out of the, like, oh, this is all a big trick. But I guess that's also kind of why, like, your final voice at this point is paranoia. Okay, so do you still care about me? Of course I do, and I don't think I'll ever tell him. Of course I do. I don't think I will ever stop.
Oh, I wasn't expecting you to say that. I still care about you, too, so maybe this wasn't all bad. But I don't think this place is for us anymore.
That's an interesting
I think we need
take,
to go.
Serge. I think if you stay living in the lie, you are a true monster. I don't know if that necessarily makes you a monster. I think it's, complexity of the human psyche. If you force her to stay living the lie, and vice versa, that's monstrous.
As the princess steps towards the stairs, you offer her your hand. The corners of her mouth curl into a demure smile, and she gently takes your hand in hers. She's cold, a little clammy, but her skin against yours is the most real thing you have ever felt. You're offering surprisingly little resistance. If we leave the cabin, doesn't that end the world?
I disagree. I think you can make a lie work, fake it till you make it, or something. But I think if you understand this character and everything she goes through, and then she tells you she wants to dance under the stars and you kill her anyway, you're just kind of being cruel. Well, yeah, if you kill her anyway. But I think what they were saying, I think what Serge was saying, is if you try and go a route where it's like ignoring both of your feelings and her feelings and just being like, everything's fine. Yeah, you know, that's just torches go out sometimes. Hey, you want to get a pizza? Oh, ad time is coming up. Do we know how long the ad break is? Do you want... Okay, it looks like the ad is coming in a minute. So what I'll do is once the ad is starting, I'll pause the game until it's done. So non-subscribers won't miss anything.
It does, if he's telling the truth.
Yes, well, I've seen my fairy tale ending, and I think there might be worse things than the end of the world.
Maybe I'll just pause it here, like, and we can continue to have our discussion. And I think you could still, like, type into chat during an ad break. You just can't hear the audio. So I can do some little typey in the chat too. Let me show you something cool. I'm gonna show you all these emotes. Caca! Look at all those swell emotes. Aren't they nice? Hellblazer, let me know when the ad is up, because it doesn't show me the ad timer. But I know you're a subscriber. What? Does that even do anything, Hellblazer? I think what you were just doing there was to request that the streamer runs an ad. Yeah, I think it's to request that an ad be run. You know, so it's like if you gotta go to the bathroom, you know, the ad will run, or I don't frickin' know. How much time we got on the ad? Can I give my... Oh, I can't give myself bits. I thought it would be funny. I can do my... I can redeem things. What do I have on here for the redeems? Ad break ends in 23 seconds. Ding, 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 ding! My community is back. Hi, everybody. Okay. So, now we're back into the game and, talking about heartbreak and just how life goes that way sometimes and emotional maturity.
Really was just all meaningless blather then, wasn't it?
Think what you will. I'm done fighting. You and the princess don't exchange words as you descend the stairs to the cabin's entrance. And then the two of you step out into the world. I think this is the end of me, even if it's not the end of you. I hope this was worth it. Genuinely, I do.
The narrator is such, like, a cock-ass through this game, but I like that this route leads him to, you know, some emotional maturity. You know, he's letting her go instead of, you know, keeping her unhappy for his own sake, even if it's a detriment to himself as well. Most of the chapters in this game can be read as romances, and I think it often gives interesting perspectives. She's gonna end the world. Well, what I'm getting from this ending is that she's gonna end the world in that his world will be over if she's gone. Like, you know, he can't deal with letting her go and, like, letting her, even if that means her being unhappy, her being a prisoner, her being captive, because he just can't, like, fucking, you know, put on his big boy pants. Which is, you know, silly, you know, kind of. I'm not trying to diminish, like, heartbreak. I'm just saying that, you know, that's just sometimes people fall out of love. Sometimes the one will still be in love with the other. Smitten was keeping her captive, though, not the narrator. Well, I think all of them are the narrator. I think all of them are different variations of the narrator, like different resets. That's why you have more characters added each time. Like, in here, the narrator says, and then the two of you step out into the world. I think this is the end of me. Even if it's not the end of you. I hope this was worth it. Genuinely, I do. See, I don't think he's speaking to the player character. I think he's speaking to the princess. I think that this is the end of me, even if it's not the end of you. I hope this was worth it. Genuinely, I do. I'm interpreting that more as not like a petty, like, I hope this was worth it, but more of like, you know, I am, you know, falling apart, but I hope that you were happy at least at some point. You know, that this was worth it, even if you're not happy together now, that it still added some value and joy to your life. And, you know, this route is the narrator kind of being forced to realize that this, like, love can't be forced. That's my 2 cents. So the best you can do is, you know, wish them well and hope that
He's really gone.
there, you know,
Isn't he?
it was worth something. Oh, I bet she says something sad. See, and this fits with my theory that the narrator is gone.
Yeah. There's an itching in the back of my head that feels like it's finally been scratched. No more shadowy figures yanking at our strings. No more strings. I guess.
The stars are so beautiful. I meant it when I said I wanted to dance.
She gently pulls you forward, and the two of you fall into graceful step. The only rhythm that guides you is the shared thumping of your hearts, beating in perfect unison. Her face, worn and tired, brightens the faster you move, a soft, sad smile widening and widening until it reflects only genuine affection. You send her out in a wide spin, and your arms stretch to their limits, and the tenuous grasp of your hand in hers holding you together. You share a gaze that feels like it lasts forever.
Thank you for taking me here. This is nice, even if it's a little cold outside.
Oh, I got the happy ending. But you do not get the chance to respond, nor will you ever. It's time to leave. Memory
She's gone.
returns.
Where does she go? Should we try and find her? And is that a mirror?
Fuck!
Why is it here?
Shit! Okay, so now I'm the narrator. Of course you're scared. This is the end for you. But it's not the end for me. It's going to be okay. Just trust me. Alright, chat. 1, 2, or 3. Sound off. First one to type 1, 2, or 3 gets the... Oh, hello, Advent. Well, Advent got in here first, so I'm gonna go 3. Sorry, Lavender. There was this one streamer that was really against slaying her, and she almost lost when she did. Eh? Yeah, I've never played this through either. This was my first playthrough. Okay, I approached the mirror.
This doesn't feel right. It feels different. Final.
It is dialogue heavy. But it's not in a bad way. Like, I enjoy these kind of games. And, you know, it's got, like, you know, pretty decent voice acting. So, you know, you can just let the narration play. I think that as far as voice acting, it's like 2 people, actually.
It's calling us. And not in a good way.
Alright. Everybody grab my hand. Everybody hold my hand. Everybody hold my lizard hand. Yeah, I think the narrator and all of the characters, you know, all of the variations are the same guy. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone once again. The mirror always makes them leave. But you need to see what's in it. You've grown. Thank you. The main character doesn't have a voice actor? Well, the main character, I think, is, you know, the hero. You know, and then the variations. Like, I guess you're right if you call this, like, the main character, just the silent parts, but I think you find yourself in the long quiet once again. I love this music. How do I get in here?
Flickering lights in empty cityscapes become pockets of vitality and movement. I am more than I was before. Whenever you are ready, I will wipe your slate clean once again.
Why what? Did I do something bad? Lavender, do you have any hot picks for this? Or is it just kind of like a general same run around until the fake out crash? Unless you hit, like, you know, wipe my brain. I'm gonna read these.
wouldn't I be kind to you? You are the only thing I know that isn't me. With every gift you bring me, I excavate the alleys of what I am meant to be, and every exploration yields new and complicated truths. What I will be is different than what I am. What I am is different from what I was.
What's Tower? Is Tower a streamer? Should I raid them?
I cannot tell you what desires I will hold when I have changed. But in this moment, all I want is to know myself and to know you. I'm sorry. Words are difficult for me. They never fully weave what I wish to say. The vessels you choose to bring me carry far more meaning than anything words could say in the spaces between.
Tower is a character in this game who I personally may have an eensy bit of a crush on. Oh, that's interesting. I didn't know that there were... Is it like a vocal character? Like one of the people? Or is it like they introduce a little hunk? You can lead us to that. Should I go to one of these? Because this is pretty much like the ending with like you know, fluff, like added text. So should I go to... What happens if I destroy my body? I think that this song is kind of, I think this is what the type of thing that Acer wants me to write and record for the ending credits of one of his games. I told you about that, Hellblazer. I showed you a little demo track. Alright, we're gonna try it. You raise your will to end your life, but as it buries into the space your body should be, you feel nothing at all. One of the many hands in front of you reaches forward and gently touches the side of your face.
There's nowhere for you to be but here.
I'll say I'm ready to go back. Because I feel like these, you can pretty much hit them in most endings. Because they probably give you like more hints of like, you know, different trails you can take. Talk with her. Okay, what should I ask? There was one that, the one we did, the ending that I got prior to this one, it did a forced crash, so it like closed out the game, so it made you think the game crashed, and then when you reload it, she's like, oh, there you are, or something like that. Talk with her, everything. Alright. So we're going through everything.
The same as an infant. I am an unbroken pattern, but every vessel gives fresh perspectives and carves new avenues of expression. I am different, but I am the same. Eyes close in reflection. Perspectives meld together, and the breadth of my experience stretches to new corners. There are contradictions, conflicts in my nature, and there are familiarities that bind everything together. It feels correct. This is what I need to be. This is the only path forward.
I noticed that in this ending, where the hands and how the hands are grabbing are different. I mean, there's the dagger, obviously, but her crown and the shape and where the hands are grabbing are different. Interesting.
There is still much to be seen. Neither of us know the depths of our being. Perhaps at the end of this, I will be the one to kill you. Or perhaps we will leave this place together and find new horizons to discover.
Yeah, I think it's like the same dialogue, you know, at the endings.
Those paths lead to worlds you've already seen, and to perspectives I have already made my own. They are useless to us now, inaccessible. The only paths of value are those that are yet untread. Gifts aren't what someone tells you to bring them. My joy is in seeing what you choose. There are no wrong answers, and every perspective illuminates my shadows and shares new secrets.
When the game crashed, you told her that you would wait forever, and she waited for you. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's what it was. I said I'll wait forever. I noticed specifically, though, like, the difference between the endings and, like, the hands. Like, this one, the hands are more of, like, a protective embrace, I guess. But the one before that we had, which I think was the one that led to, and correct me if I'm wrong, Hellblazer, I think it's the one that led to, like, the smitten character showing up. The ending before that, like, I noticed one was, like, you know, there were hands, like, grabbing at her legs and her thighs, like, in a suggestive way.
The vessels are shaped by memories of you, but their impulses are drawn to the edge of the long quiet. To them, you are a gate to something more, and any hurt you've caused them is understood as a fair price for freedom. But they are only thoughts and perspectives. They are not me. The wounds they've suffered carve texture around my heart. Without them, I would be as I was before. I would be alone and without sensation. I could not feel the joy of having you by my side, for I would not know your absence.
The hands still, like, feel threatening, though. You know, like, they're blinding her and, like, holding her back.
If I am to be an ocean, you have nurtured me into a pond. My waters are shallow and murky, and I yearn for more perspective. You will have your rest in due time, and I am sorry for the burdens I place on you.
Hellblazer, you still around? Hellblazer, if you're still here, give me a big Yoshi in the chat.
This one is a songbird in a cage of gilded shadows. she will make for an honest heart. Do not mourn her. She has finally learned to sing for herself. My preference is for you to show me what you would like me to see. I cannot know the ways I wish to grow, for I have yet to feel them. It is you who guides me down the thin trail of perspective and memory.
Alright, folks. I think that my mod may have fallen asleep. Or maybe my stream crashed. Maybe a little bit of both. But I think I'm gonna call it here for this stream. If you haven't followed, go ahead and slap a little follow Rooney on that if you want to. Thank you so much to everybody who participated, who... Oh, my stream is fine. Oh, I heard a notification. Thank you, Surge. Am I pronouncing that right? Surge? Thank you, Advent. So, I think, if y'all are game, tomorrow, or rather, I guess today, picking this back on it. Thank you, Ghost. Hello. I think, you know, I guess this afternoon, picking this back on up, and we'll, maybe, Lavender will pop in and, take us on a tour down some interesting routes. But either way, oh, okay. Alright, so Surge redeemed tell a bad joke. Okay. So, a string walks into a bar, and the bartender, and he's like, hey, give me a beer. And the bartender says, we don't serve strings here. And then, so the string leaves, and then, like, he messes up his hair, twists himself up, and he comes back, and he's like, hey, bartender, give me a beer. And the bartender's like, hey, aren't you the same string I just told to get out of here? And the string says, no, I'm afraid not. Get it? Afraid not? You get it? Afraid not. Alright, so we got another redemption here. Okay. Alright, what kind of pants does Mario wear? Denim, denim, denim. Denim, denim, denim. Yeah. When you come to the stream, you're getting gold. Oh, did we get another redemption here? Okay. Let's see. Crap. I'm drawing a blank. I gotta come up with one. Shoot. So, fuck! I gotta come up with something. I'm drawing a blank. I usually have them in the pocket here. So... When is a door not a door? When it's ajar. Yeah. Nailed it. You're welcome. Oh my god! Okay. So... A beaver walks into a bar and asks, where's the bartender? Oh my gosh. What, shit. So a guy walks into a bar. He says, ouch. Alright, how many do I still have left to... I'm going to have to change that redemption higher. Alright, so where's the bartender? Yeah, I stole that from Leah B. Yeah, Beaver walks into the bar and says, "Where's the bartender?" Get it? Like he's chewing on the wood at the bar. You knew that I stole that from Leah B. Okay, so. Oh yeah, no, it's that's what you redeemed. Tell a bad joke. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. Crap. Are you keeping track, Gordo? Oh no, I'm gonna have to raise the redemptions of these. See, now I'm trying to alright. Oh my god. So, okay, so here's one. That I... Alright, this one's a masterpiece. You ready? Came up with this one the other day. What? Okay. Why do they call it the Hoover Dam? Everybody. Why do they call it the Hoover Dam? I'm waiting for you to say why. Why do they call it the Hoover Dam? Not gonna finish the joke and okay, so because when you see it, you go, damn! Alright, how many more, Gordo? How many more, Hellblazer? Okay, so, hey, we're gonna have to pay that ass severance because it refuses to quit. Alright, so 2 more to go. People you should buy No! No! This is like what happened with Leah B's Show a Gnome debacle. She had to take it off completely because too many people were redeeming Show a Gnome. Alright, so alright, so I need to start writing down, keeping a list. So, I tried to go to Horsetown, to do a city council meeting, but nothing ever got done because whenever we went to take a vote, they all said nay. Well, some of these I'm stealing. Only a couple of them have been originals. Right now I'm just panicking. Hellblazer, are you keeping track? Maybe I should just do like a just chatting stream or something where I'm being accosted with telling bad jokes. Okay. What do you call a deer with no eyes? No idea. Alright. So I got another to go. What do you... I mean, we are in well, I have like... I think the channel point redemption is pretty low. And oh my gosh! I think that like... oh my goodness. You know what? You know what? I'm gonna cheat a little bit here, okay? Okay? I'm gonna cheat. No cheating? Ugh, then we're gonna be here forever. So I just have to think of... Okay, so I I either have to come up with a joke or remember a joke. Like, does remembering a joke I've already heard count, or do I have to come up with a joke on the spot? Okay, I can remember one. No Googling. Alright. What's, round on both ends and high in the middle? Ohio! Yeah. There you go. So there's a old lady. Oh my god, this stream will never end. Alright. Oh my gosh. So there is an old lady listening to the radio, and the radio is doing a traffic report, and they're like, everybody watch out, there's this crazy person, they are driving full speed down the highway on the wrong side. And she's like getting panicked. She's like, oh my gosh, my husband is driving on that highway. So she calls her husband and was like, be careful, I heard there's some maniac driving the wrong way down the interstate. And he goes, one? There's hundreds of them. Because he was the guy who was driving the wrong way. I'm losing track. Hellblazer. I don't want to have to resort to, like, fart jokes. I'm just trying to remember chain emails from, like, the early 2000s. Too. Okay. So, what did... Oh, so I'm getting help from Advent. What did one snowman say to the other snowman? What? Oh, I thought of one. Why did the golfer bring an extra pair of pants? In case he got a hole-in-one. Smells like carrots. Oh, 'cause their noses, that nariz is carrots. I gotcha. Oh my god, Hellblazer, you're my mod! Fuck you! So, Lost TV series. I know of it, obviously, but I haven't seen it. How, so, shit. Hellblazer, help me out. Oh, this, I have one, I just thought of one that is incredibly disgusting. Does anyone want to hear the disgusting joke? I don't even know if I want to say it on stream. Not a big jokes person, but the door is ajar joke. Okay, so... Oh, I thought of one. So, a guy is in a bar, and he's, like, talking to another guy, and he's got, like, this really big lighter to light his cigarette. And he's like, whoa, that's a really cool lighter. Where'd you get that? And the guy's like, oh, I found a magic genie, and he granted me a wish. And he's like, no way. And he's like, yeah, way. Do you wanna get a wish from this genie? And he's like, hell yeah. And then so the genie is like, all right, what's your wish? And the guy is like, I wish I had $1 million. And then all of a sudden, 1,000,000 birds flock into the bar. And then he's like, what the hell? I asked for $1 million, not 1,000,000 ducks. And then the guy goes, what, did you think that I wished for a 12-inch bick? Oh, I thought of another one. Okay, so this is another one of a guy walks in a bar. We've now been at 2 jokes for 5 jokes. I'm not sure what you mean, but okay. So guy's in a bar, and he's ran up a big tab, and the bartender's like, look, I'll make you a deal. We'll make a bet, and if you can do it, then you don't have to pay your tab at all. But if you can't do it, so here's the thing. Let's go in the back to the meat locker. So there's this like big hunk of like cow meat hanging from one of those hooks, those cow meat hooks. And he's like, look, if you can do a roundhouse kick to this like hunk of meat, then I'll pay your whole tab. If you can't do it, you have to pay me the tab double that. And then the guy looks at the meat and he goes, nah. And the bartender's like, what? But if you could do it, you don't owe me anything. And he goes, nah, the stakes are too high. Yeah, I gotcha. You've been 2 jokes in depth for, well, I'm trying not to get like, because I'm trying to like remember jokes from like those chain emails from the early 2000s, and I'm trying not to get too crass with it. Yeah, I'm trying not to get too distasteful, because early 2000s chain emails weren't the pinnacle of taste. Well, knock knock. I said knock knock. Knock knock. I'm waiting on you, chat. Interrupting cow. I said interrupting cow. Moo! Knock knock. You gotta be snappier, chat. If you're gonna be redeeming all these bad jokes. That was... Oh my gosh, oh my gosh. Knock knock. See, I'm gonna make you guys accountable. Okay. Hotch. Hachu, God bless you. Got him. Let's see. What else? Surge is freaking out. So, oh my god. Oh my god. I'm gonna have to start cheating. Or at least, like, pull out my joke book. Jokes I've written down, but I don't have them on this computer. God damn it. Surge, you're a villain. What did Wario say when he found out that he was getting audited by the IRS? He said, "Wah!" What did Toad say when he found out he was getting audited by the IRS? What did Yoshi say when he found out he was getting audited by the IRS? Waiting for you, chat. What did Yoshi say when he found out? He said, Yoshi. What did, Kermit the Frog say when he found out he was getting audited by the IRS? Come on, what did Kermit the Frog say when he found out he was getting audited by the IRS? He said, "What the fuck?" I had that one in my back pocket. What did, what did, Wario say when he found out that... Alright, I'll be better prepared next time, I guess. No, I think that Surge just isn't liking my topical humor. Oh, wow! Ooh. That stings. Hey. You didn't redeem tell a good joke. You redeemed tell a bad joke. Alright, you want to hear a bad joke? What did the Okay, Surge. Just type it in the chat. No one else look at the chat. Surge, you type it in the chat and I'll read it and I'll pretend that it's mine. No one else look at the chat. Okay? Everybody close your eyes. Okay, Surge, what language do you speak? I can, if I actually do take input for channel point redemption ideas, so I'm actually gonna add that to my notes. Tell a good joke. And that one will be original jokes. That's a good idea, right? Brazilian Portuguese. Alright, well, I don't speak Portuguese, but I do speak Spanish and, like, no, I guess, like... Alright, so you, everybody close your eyes while I read Serge's joke. I mean, my original joke. But then I can tell also in the meantime where do cats go when they die and they don't have a religious alignment? Purgatory or purgatorio. Purgatorio. Alright, everybody close your eyes. Serge, you type in the chat something totally unrelated that no one is gonna know. Because they all have their eyes closed. Serge, come on, man. I mean person. I don't know your pronouns. Serge, you're making me look bad. What does lawyers have in common with sperm? 'Cause they both have... Fuck, how does that joke go? 1 in a million chance of becoming a human being? It's from Better Call Saul. Well, I mean, it's an old joke, but... Well, Hellblazer, do you have a tally of... Maybe we'll have to do a tally of the remainders, so... You know, if you join us for the next stream... 0. Well, the next stream, I'm gonna be prepared. I am gonna tell the worst, best jokes and the best, worst jokes. And you're gonna be like, wow, this whiskey sandwich. I'm not gonna make fun of her jokes ever again. That's how I'm playing it in my head. But I've taken a note of doing a good joke redeem. And I'm gonna make it 1,000,000 billion points. So you only the true the true fans get the Nah, it's just because I only have like a couple good jokes. Alright. So, this was a wonderful sidebar and a descent into madness. For me, at least. But thank you everyone for watching, for chatting, subscribing, following, everything, anything. I love you. I truly mean it. And I will see you all the next time. Hellblazer posted in the Discord if you wanna get on that. I'll try to post stream alerts. I'm pretty bad about it. Random fact. Okay. So the buttons on elevators for door close don't actually do anything. There you go. Random facts I'm good for, I tell you what. But, and I'll give you a little bonus. Same thing with the little buttons for the the lights at crosswalks where it's like, you know, press this if you want to cross. They don't do shit. Okay. So, everyone, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays. I love you. I will see you later today. Peace out. Bye-bye.